Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Back at the Coliseum, the 1-0 Portsmouth Trojans hosting the West Senators. Christian Downey, Coach Kirk Clifford along here with you. You're listening to the SMC Sports Motion pregame show. It's now time to meet the officials tonight. They are presented in honor of Matt Orr and are sponsored by Mr. Uter Plumbing, Little Septic Service, Little Greaser Trout Removal, and Little's Excavating. All of those are in Wittersburg. Mr. Uter Plumbing prides itself on customer care. Little Septic Service has been serving the region since 1964 and always strives to stay out of your yard and, if possible, off your driveway. Restaurant owners, Little Greaser Trout Removal can get in and out quickly with minimal impact on your business. And Little's Excavating is the only area excavator licensed and aeration designed. Tonight, the officials will be Matthew Thompson, Kyle Gilmore, Marcus Thompson, Chris Bentley, Michael Thompson, and Drew Delotel. So, Coach, we got a trio of Thompsons tonight.
Yeah, Thompson twin. Wasn't that a group one year?
Yeah, it was. 5.5 left until we kick this one off. Week 2, Portsmouth and West. When we return, we will meet the starting lineups and kick this thing off. You're listening to High School Football on Mix 99.3.
Wheelersburg, and South Webster are enthusiastic supporters of the youth of our area. The D.W. Swift Funeral Homes wish all the student-athletes the best of luck in every game throughout the season. And when a loved one passes, the D.W. Swift Funeral Homes are always a friend indeed in the time of need. For the phone call, no matter the hour, to the Swift Funeral Homes at 740-456-4133.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Since 1937, the McKinley Funeral Home has been there for families in a most stressing time of need. They've been there with their comfort and understanding, and the McKinley Funeral Home will continue to serve area families with a commitment even deeper than before. Call the McKinley Funeral Home and talk with their friendly, knowledgeable staff, always willing to go that extra step in making sure you're well pleased. That's the McKinley Funeral Home, located on U.S. Route 23 in Lucasville.
Phone 740-259-2481.
Little's Excavating in Wheelersburg services the tri-state with a complete line of excavating and bobcat services. From septic installations to drainage work, Little's can prepare your ground for your project or work with you to install a system that they can design for you. Little's is the only area excavator licensed in aeration design. Little's offers septic installations, soil site evaluation, foundation, downspout, surface and basement drains, drain fields, commercial ground preparation, and turnkey excavation. From major problems to little issues, contact Little's Excavating.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home.
Back here at Coliseum tonight, week 2, Ohio High School football. Portsmouth hosting West. It's now time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's game, presented by Valerie Ford. US 23 in Waverly. Get into your new Ford today at Valerie Ford. Remember, all roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly. Online at valerieford.com. First, for the Portsmouth Trojans on offense, quarterback, it'll be J.T. Williams, running back Chase Highland, the fullback Alex McKenzie. The wide receivers will go like this: Trevin Brooks, Colin Perry, and Lucas Bradley. And that big Trojan offensive line: Wesley Runyon, Landon Boren, Dylan Sanderlin, Charles Fletcher, and Jonathan Carter. The starting defense for these Portsmouth Trojans: the defensive line, Wesley Runyon, Jalen Barr, Alex McKenzie. The two ends, Kingston Littlefield and Chase Hyman. Those linebackers, Fernando Pochis and Trevin Brooks, along with Dylan Sanderlin. And that secondary for the Trojans, Caleb Johnson, Leland Skurlock, and J.T. Williams. For the West Senators, their offense will go like this: quarterback will be Brody Hall, the running back Mason Parker, fullback Bo Roten. That offensive line for West: Nickel Rapp, Cade Woods, Ben Sparks, Carson Carver, Jack Geyer, Christian Carrasco. And the wide receivers, Micah Barnes, Logan Wolfenbarker. The tight end, will be Christian Carrasco. That defense for the Senators, the defensive line, Tyler Thompson, Cade Woods, and Carson Carver. Those linebackers for the Senators, Christian Carrasco, Mason Parker, Bo Roten, and Austin Ramsey. And that Senators secondary will be Levi Picklesheimer, Micah Barnes, Logan Wolfenbarker, and Anthony Bishop. And we are just moments away from kicking this thing off here in Portsmouth on Labor Day weekend.
This will be a fun game tonight.
Yes, it should.
We've got a great game. There's some great AC/DC music going. Hey, can't go wrong with that.
The game time temperature presented by Carl's Auto Sales tonight. You can give us a call at 740-357-6009. Coach, 98 degrees tonight. Feels like 101.
Thank you. I'm glad you let me know.
Yes.
That. You just added to my misery.
Portsmouth tonight donning their home blue uniforms, blue jerseys, white pants, white numerals with red trim, red helmets with that Trojan on the side of those, and West Wing their away white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, black numerals, orange trim with those black helmets with cinders on the side of them. And it's now time for opening kickoff, brought to you by Harris Ford, covering 610 9th Street in Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors at 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. You can call Stephen Harris at 353-7959 and visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment. And here we go. Portsmouth will kick this off. It's going to be a low line drive kick, and it's going to be taken at around the 10-yard line by Anthony Bishop. Bishop to the 20, Bishop to the 30, and Bishop's going to get a nice return out near the 40. And, Coach, if you're West, that's no, if you can ask for a much better start than that.
Absolutely not. That was a kicking all the way down to the 10-yard line. It just had a, there's an art to the kickoff team. You're always taught your guys to everybody avoid blocks the same way. You always avoid them to the right, or you avoid them to the left. And all 11 guys going down the field have to avoid that way to keep from creating a seam. And you could see it from up here. It just kind of parted. It looked like the guys on the left side all avoided to the left. The guys on the right avoided to the right, and that left a big gap to run through.
Shotgun set here for the Senators. Brody Hall in the gun. Standing at the 35-yard line, it's going to be a little sweep play left side. He's going to hand this off to Bishop, and he's going to be stopped. I think he might have maybe even lost a yard on that one.
Heck of a play by Hines.
Yes,
what
it
a
was.
heck of a play.
Man, it looked like at first, Coach, Bishop might have had some room, and like you said, Highland just closed that so quick.
He blew that block up big time and made the play and got a lot of help. I tell you what, Portsmouth has been hard to run on in their scrimmage games and last week, so, maybe whoever can make the other team one-dimensional might be able to win this ball game tonight.
Pistol set here for the Senators, 2nd and 11. That run did lose one. This is going to be a play-action fake. Throw it back to his left side, and that's going to be caught, and he's going to be down and around the 46-yard line.
That's a little play-action slip screen. They fake the ball to the running back and then leak him into the backside flat, roll the quarterback to the right, and then throw back. As a matter of fact, Portsmouth had a big first down last week running that very play.
Yes, and that was Mason Parker.
Yeah, well, he's the guy that got to know where he is on every play.
Absolutely. 3rd and 4 here for West on their own 46. This is going to be a handoff to Parker right up the gut, and Parker's going to power his way toward the 50, and I think he got it. West needed 4, and Mason Parker got him 5, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Senators. Yeah, Coach, like you said, man, he not a tall back, but man, he runs with so much power. Right there, it took 3 Trojans just to bring him down to the turf.
He's a hard runner. There's no question about that.
So West now on the Portsmouth side of the field, 1st and 10 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 49-yard line. Shotgun set for West. Bishop in motion, play action fake. Hall looking toward the left. That's going to be incomplete. What a Parker. Great defense that time in the secondary by Caleb Johnson, who maybe had a chance to intercept that one.
Yeah, got a little heat on him that time. That was a good blitz by Portsmouth. There's a school of thought for this. If you're going to face a passer, somebody that's a passer, a pure passer, you want to play coverage. If you're going to face a guy that's more of a thrower, then you want to heat them up. Get him to heat him up into a mistake.
Shotgun set here for West, 2nd and 10 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 49. Here's Hall in the gun, takes snap, handoff, a draw play to Parker up the middle, and he's going to be stopped immediately. He maybe got a yard, but he went right to the teeth of that Trojan defense. Trevin Brooks, Coach, I know you're on him.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Trevin worked his way into the lineup last year as an outside linebacker because Portsmouth had 2 really good middle backers last year with Sanderlin and I forget that young Livingston. But Trevin was too good to keep on the sideline. So this year, he's back in the middle where he belongs, and he's a force.
No gainer on that run by Parker. 3rd and 9 for West on the Portsmouth 48-yard line. Here's Hall. He's going to roll to his right, takes the snap, still rolling, fires it, and it's going to be incomplete. Great defense by the Trojans.
It's a really nice play. I'll tell you what, Portsmouth's defensive end down there, Kingston Littlefield and Alex McKenzie, they're undersized guys, but they're fast. I'm telling you, I'm not just talking about they run well and they're quick. They're fast.
Yeah, they are fast.
And I tell you what, Kingston did a really nice job last week on getting to the quarterback, and he forced that throw tonight. He's, Kingston played in the secondary last year, but he's a tough kid. They had to get him on the field, so they moved him to the defensive line, and he's thriving right now.
And that was Poches who broke the pass up that time. Cameron Williams back to return this along with Highland. And punting for the Senators, they're going to, that's Christian Carrasco. And here's a snap. It's kind of a sideways snap, and Carrasco punts it very high, not very far. It's going to bounce down at around the 27-yard line, take a Portsmouth bounce, and the Trojans should have decent field position to start their first possession on offense. 9:19 left here in the first quarter. No score. Good defensive stand that time by the Trojans after allowing a first down initially. They make a stop, and now the Trojans coming out. Hard to believe that football is already here. Week 2 of high school. College starts tomorrow. For NFL next week.
People won't be seeing me much this week unless I go to the River Days. I'm going to have to get down there and check out the Little River Band.
There you go.
I think they're taking an official
Believe that football is already here. Week 2 of high school. College starts tomorrow. For NFL next week.
People won't be seeing me much this week unless I go to the River Days. I'm going to have to get down there and check out. I think they're taking an official timeout. We got hands coming from everywhere now.
And they're taking an official timeout. We'll take one as well. Back here next, Ohio High School football mix 99.3.
On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. The players aren't the only ones who want to look good under the Friday night lights, and On the Esplanade can help you look your absolute best. With the kids back in school, it's time to invest in yourself. You deserve it. With 15 years of experience, Jeannie at On the Esplanade specializes in medical aesthetics and skincare. On the Esplanade provides big city results with a small town feel, right here at home. Visit On the Esplanade, 813 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, and follow On the Esplanade on Facebook. The Counseling Center is the region's leader in youth and adolescent counseling and play therapy services. TCC plays a large role in substance abuse prevention services for area youth, providing more than 4,000 prevention services for area school-age children each year. In operation since 1981, the Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse prevention and recovery to mental health counseling, primary care, vocational development, and job.
Back here after the official timeout, 1st and 15 here for the Trojans as they had to delay a game here before the snap, and now we have another flag that comes out. It's an offside, so they'll gain the yard right back.
Had a guy jumped in the neutral zone, cost him 5 yards. Portsmouth had a delay a game. I'm still trying to figure out how you get a delay a game when you're going on the field for your first.
Yeah, I was going to say, they aren't even on the field yet, and they had a delay a game. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 34. This is going to be a pass over to Williams, and there he goes at the 50. Cam Williams, and he's going to be down inside the west 40-yard line.
Tell you what, Karen, they've got a really nice block out there by Lucas Brantley. That was really impressive.
9 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the west 37-yard line, and Portsmouth is on the move. Pistol set here for the Trojans. And this is JT Williams. And at quarterback, this is going to be a hand off to Highland, right side. There goes Highland to the near sideline. There's 2 flags thrown.
I think we got a hold down here on 14.
It is a holding. Yep, you got it, Coach. Holding against the Trojans, so that'll push them back a little bit.
It's kind of obvious when the guy from West is trying to run and his feet are moving and he's not going anywhere. That's not one of those where the guy can come to the sideline. Coach, I didn't hold him. Well, yeah, you did.
So a 10-yard penalty, 1st and 20 for Portsmouth, this time on the west 47. And here's Williams in the pistol. He's going to take the snap, roll to his left, fire to the middle. That's caught by Brooks, and he's going to be down at the 39-yard line. So they almost got the penalty yardage back.
You know, the nice thing about Trevin Brooks, he's not only is a heck of a linebacker, he gives you a heck of a threat at tight end.
Yes.
You know, he runs well. He's about 205 pounds. Good-looking athlete.
So 2nd and 13 this time. for Portsmouth on the West 40. Need to get it to the Senator 27 for a first. Pistol set again here for PHS. Here's Williams. He'll take the snap. This time he's going to roll to his right, looking for a man. Still looking. Tries to evade some pressure. He avoids one sack. Runs to around the 31-yard line where he's going to be pushed out of bounds by a couple of Senators. Christian Karofsky and Micah Barnes were in high pursuit of JT Williams, and he's going to make this a much more manageable third down play.
Yeah, he's got 3 yards to go. Now they've got 2 downs to get 3 yards. So, it's easy to sit up here and speculate, but I would guess it might be in Chase Highland's hands.
It's a pretty good guess, I would say.
Well, not necessarily. It looks like they're going to run the quarterback.
3rd and 3 for the Trojans on the West 30. Here's Williams in the gun. 5 wide pass to Highland. 5, and he gets a first down and more.
Nice play.
Well, you caught it, Coach. Just not a handoff, just passed.
Well, you know what? A lot of you'll hear guys on Saturday and Sunday talk about that's nothing more than an extended handoff.
Mm-hmm.
You just pop up and throw the ball right now. It's a spot pass. He's just getting the ball out there quicker than he could if he was in the backfield trying to get onto the perimeter. So that's a really nice throw. He's throwing a nice ball. But you know what? As long as they let that young man stay in his comfort zone, he's a very effective tool for him.
4 wide receivers
They're off
set.
sides again.
And, yep, they were. Boy, West having some issues jumping off sides.
Well, Portsmouth had that situation last week. I think they had 7 or 8 penalties. And, self-inflicted wounds are just absolutely kill drives.
So 1st and 5 for Portsmouth on the West 14-yard line. Portsmouth in the quality heating and air red zone. Up to Sugar Grove. Here's Williams, takes the snap, and it's a quarterback draw. He's going to get maybe 1 or 2.
He didn't let that form, Christian.
Yeah.
When he's going to run that quarterback draw, he's got to be patient and let that blocking develop. And it may open up just at the last second, and you can get to that hole. I don't think he gave it time to form.
We're going to say that run by Williams got 2 yards. 2nd and 3 for Portsmouth now on the Senator 12-yard line. Halfway through the first quarter here, no score from the Coliseum. Williams, 4 wide receivers set. JT pump fakes the same exact play, and he gets swallowed up. A couple of Senators, Christian Karofsky and Jack Geyer. That looked like a very similar play, Coach, and that time West looked like they knew what was coming.
Well, you've got a 2nd down and 2 or 3, and JT's an excellent runner, but you got a 200-pound running back in your backfield that runs a 4.740.
Yeah. That play actually lost a yard. So 3rd and 4 for Portsmouth on the West 13. 5.5 to go in the first. No score. Pistol set this time for the Portsmouth Trojans. Here's J.T. Williams. He'll take the snap. Fires a quick pass out to Cameron Williams to the 10. To the 5. Cam Williams dives toward the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Williams, 6-0 Trojans. 5:17 left.
We talked about which coach was going to be comfortable getting out of their zone, their comfort zone, as far as calling a running game all the time, like we saw Portsmouth in last year and again last week. And Coach Culp has come out and told the guys from Portsmouth West, we're not going to let you sack us because we're going to get rid of the ball.
That's a 2-point conversion, Coach. This is Cam Williams. He's going to throw this. Goes back to the 20, and he's going to be, he made that sack. He makes another sack, and he's still running, and eventually he'll be tackled down at the 33-yard line. Christian Carrasco got him way back there, so it's going to be a failed 2-point conversion attempt. Portsmouth still leads 6-0. Back with more Ohio High School football next on Mix 99.3.
There's another sack, and he's still running, and eventually he'll be tackled down at the 33-yard line. Christian Carrasco got him way back there, so it's going to be a failed 2-point conversion attempt. Portsmouth still leads 6-0. Back with more Ohio High School football next on Mix 99.3.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
Call Bell's Body Shop, 1808 Beekman Avenue, West Portsmouth, for all your auto body repair. Bell's Body Shop has been operating since 1969, and they've not only learned the best way to handle your repair, but they've learned how to treat their customers with personal, courteous service. When it comes to auto repair, Bell's Body Shop can do it all, including framework, and they give free insurance estimates. Bell's professional help is only...
Back here at the Coliseum tonight, Portsmouth has just found the end zone. They lead at 6-0 over West, and we have a change in the score, and changes happen quickly, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. And looks like we have an official's timeout for a water break. We'll take a quick one as well. Back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
They lead at 6-0 over West, and we have a change in the score, and changes happen quickly, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. And looks like we have an official's timeout for a water break. We'll take a quick one as well. Back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. Remember, the players aren't the only ones who want to look good under the Friday night lights. On the Esplanade can help you look your absolute best. With 15 years of experience, Jeannie and On the Esplanade specializes in medical aesthetics and skincare, offering such services as Botox, scar revision, laser tattoo removal, laser hair removal, and cool sculpting. Visit On the Esplanade, 813 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, and follow On the Esplanade on Facebook.
At People's Bank, our team of local, trust, and wealth management professionals can help you achieve your financial goals. We offer comprehensive services including investment management, retirement planning, estate planning, trust administration, and more. Our customized strategies are designed to grow and preserve.
Coming out of the officials' timeout for the water break here, Portsmouth leads at 6-0 over the West Senators. 5:17 left here in the first quarter of play as we are still in the water break. And it's a hot one out there tonight as here we go. Now coming out of the officials timeout. Portsmouth going to kick this one away.
Unknown caller.
Braden Atkins back to return. Anthony Bishop back there as well for the Senators.
Well, this has been a sore spot for Portsmouth the last several years is their kickers. And they got some guys that can scoop out there, and that's what you want. So they're to see if they stay in their lanes this time.
Malachi Loper kicking this off, and soon the ball will fall off the tee. I don't think it's really that windy out there tonight, is it, Coach?
It's sure not in here.
I don't see much wind out there. So Loper will pat the ball down and put it on the tee again, and we'll try this again. And the kick is up, and it's going to be a little pooch kick down toward the 15-yard line. This is going to be taken by Atkins, and Atkins is going to scoot his way up toward the 26, 27-yard line, and that's where West will take over on offense for the second time this game.
That's a little better coverage by Portsmouth that time. Get the young man from West credit. There wasn't much to go, so he wrapped the ball up with both arms and got what yardage he could get.
First and 10 for West on their own 27. Portsmouth leads at 6-0. 5:11 left here in the first quarter of play.
Both arms and got
I formation this time for the Senators. This is a little fullback handoff this time. That's Bo Roten, and I don't think he got much of anything. Maybe
nice read by Trevin Brooks.
Half a yard, maybe. And West making a lot of substitutions. That's one thing that I expected tonight, Coach. Both coaches to make a lot of substitutions just because of how hot it is tonight, just to rest some guys and keep some players fresh.
Yeah, this game will probably go into the fourth quarter pretty close, I'm guessing.
Shotgun set here for the Senators, and it's going to be a handoff right side. This is Bishop, and Bishop's going to be spun down at the 30. And once again, look who it is, number 5, Trevin Brooks. And I
don't know what they're calling on this. I I suspect they may call horse collar. It's a really bad call.
That is what they're calling, Coach. I can see the signal right now. They are calling a horse collar.
No, I'm not buying that one.
Yeah, personal foul, horse collar against the Trojans. And, boy, this is going to be a big chunk of yardage for West. Official is still walking, and he's going to spot it at the 45-yard line. So the Senators get the horse collar call, and now they have it first and 10 on their own 45, down by 6, 4:20 left here in the first quarter. I formation for West. It's going to be a toss left side. This is Mason Parker. He got a little room. Parker's going to be dragged down here to 45 of Portsmouth. Dylan Sanderlin dragged him down. And they're going to roll that a first down. So a fresh set of chains for the Senators.
That was a nice play call. Portsmouth's outside linebacker came up and ready to play pretty well. Did a nice job with it, but didn't get any fill. The safety didn't fill the alley, and the middle linebacker didn't scrape downhill to get to the playing time.
Shotgun set here for West on the Portsmouth 45-yard line. 3:50 left in the first quarter. This is another handoff up the middle to Parker, and Parker is going to push forward at around the 42-yard line for Portsmouth. 3.5 to go in the first. Trojans lead at 6-0 over West. 3-yard run that time by Parker. 2nd and 7 for West on the Trojan 42-yard line. West taking their time coming out of the huddle here. Shotgun set for the Senators. Bishop is in motion from left to right. Hall takes a snap. It's a quick pass to Bishop. It's low, but it's caught by Bishop, and he's going to be tackled at around the 40-yard line. Good defense by Fernando Pochis that time to track him down.
That's a nice-looking offensive play call. They got Portsmouth set with their coverage, brought the man in motion. Portsmouth did not adjust to that motion at all, and it leaked the motion man into the flat and hit him a perfect pass. Big play for West right here.
3rd and 5 for the Senators on the Trojan 40-yard line. 2.5 to go in the first. Portsmouth leads it over West 6-0. I formation for the Senators. Here's Hall. He's going to try and hard count him. Won't work. Handoff up the middle to Parker. He's got a lot of room. Mason Parker avoids a couple of defenders, and he's going to go to the end zone for a Senator touchdown. And we are tied up at 6. Boy, Coach, that looked like just a handoff right up the gut to Mason Parker, and he just exploded through that hole, and we are tied up at 6 apiece.
Looked like the play side inside linebacker made a commitment into the A gap, and the play was going to the B gap. And when that happens and they got a double team like they did, that's going to open up a big hole.
2:22 left here in the first quarter. We were all tied up at 6. And Drew Detweiler will come on to attempt the extra point. High snap, but the hold is down, and the extra point is going to be good. 2:22 left in the first quarter. West gets the lead, 7-6. More of high school football next on Mix 99.3.
High snap, but the hold is down, and the extra point is going to be good. 2:22 left in the first quarter. West gets the lead, 7-6. More high school football next on Mix 99.3.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Appalachian Marketing Media, the Counseling Center, Ron Wright Auto Sales, First State Bank, Midford IGA, West Side IGA, and West Side Hardware.
When you're looking for great landscaping ideas, visit Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, where you'll find a full line of landscaping products such as decorative brick chips, landscaping block, brick pavers, retaining wall block, concrete landscaping edging, gravel.
Alrighty, back here at Coliseum tonight where the West Senators have just regained the lead. They lead it by a point, 7-6 over the Portsmouth Trojans, 2:22 left here in the first quarter of play. And here's Detweiler's kick. It's going to be a little pooch kick taken at the 35-yard line. And I believe that was Caleb Johnson who returned that.
I can't see the number 10.
Number 10, okay, I beg your pardon. That's Landon Malone.
That's a good job by him, catching the ball in the air and getting it straight up the football field without dancing around, and that makes a big difference.
That run by Mason Parker for West put the Senators right through the quality heating and air red zone on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. And as always, there was a change in the score. Changes happen quickly, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. So 7-6 West with 2:18 left here in the first. First and 10 for PHS on their own 44-yard line. Pistol set for the Trojans. Here's Williams. Handoff up to get to Highland. And he's going to be tackled down short of the 50. Bo Roten, the fullback on offense for the Senators, dragged him down. 4-yard run that time by Chase Highland.
Well, he was running pretty much full speed by the time he got to the line of scrimmage.
He was, and man, that just shows you the strength of Highland because
he's a big, strong kid.
Did not take him long to drag him down to the turf. Pistol set again here for the Trojans. Here's Williams. Takes a snap, handoff again to Highland, and this time he gets past a couple of Senators. And with that spot, that should be a first down. Isaiah Bays had the first chance to get Highland. Couldn't quite get him to the turf, and then Austin Ramsey had to come and clean it up. That will be a first down for the Trojans. And once again, Coach, PHS is on the move.
Well, you know, if they can establish Highland like they did the last couple plays, and with the attack they got when they had the ball first series, that's going to open up the entire playbook. And they're looking at now maybe a bootleg can come off of that.
Pistol set, handoff, Highland, right side, looked at the same play, but the right side this time, and he gets swallowed up. Bo Roden again. They are going to give Highland a yard on that. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. West leads Portsmouth 7-6. Just remember, Coach, as well, that that was West's first touchdown this season, so you know that has to feel good for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Pistol set here for the Trojans, 2nd and 9. This could be the last play of the quarter here. Williams takes a snap, roll to his right, fire. It's going to be caught by Cam Williams. He fumbles, and there's a flag on the play. Or was that just a marker? I think it was just
a marker.
Just a marker, okay. So it looks like they're going to say that he was down, I believe, whenever the ball came out.
I don't know. It looks like they're going to mark it where Brooks fell on it.
Officials still conversing. Talking to Coach Cobb about it. Very lengthy explanation to Coach Cobb here.
That usually means there's a bunch of BS in there somewhere.
Not too thrilled about whatever it was, but the ball will be marked. I think Coach Cobb wanted that marked where...
Did they call that an incomplete pass?
That's the only thing I can think of, Coach, because they're marking it back to...
Well, it couldn't have been because now they just wound the clock.
I'm not for sure what they...
If that's an incomplete pass, the clock has to stop. But I don't know why they put it back.
Yeah, that was odd. I'm not for sure what quite that was, but nevertheless, we'll resume play here. 2nd and 9 for Portsmouth here on the West 44-yard line down by a point. This will be the last play of the quarter. This is going to be a play extra keeper. Williams will keep it, and he's going to be down around the 35-yard line.
I think that's a first down.
I believe you're right. And that is the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter in the books. West leads at 7-6. Second quarter coming up next on Mix 99.3.
Williams will keep it, and he's going to be down at around the 35-yard line.
I think that's a first down.
I believe you're right. And that is the last play of the quarter. One quarter in the books. West leads at 7-6. Second quarter coming up next on Mix 99.3.
When shopping for a vehicle that's right for you, make the right choice. Visit Ron Wright Auto Sales in Portsmouth. Ron Wright Auto Sales strives to get you in a newer vehicle with an affordable payment. Besides cars, Ron Wright Auto Sales specializes in late model trucks and SUVs. All inventory is available to see online at ronwrightautosales.com. The number is 355-CARS. Ron Wright Auto Sales, 1555 11th Street, Portsmouth. They'll treat you right. At Clark's Pump and Shop, you can fill your tank and tummy. Fantastic food, hot coffee, and cold beverages. Pay at the pump and drive-through convenience. Always clean, always courteous.
Oh, thank you.
Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd County.
Back here at the Coliseum in Portsmouth, getting ready to start the second quarter of play. And the West Senators lead it over the Portsmouth Trojans 7-6. These teams will switch sides of the field as we traditionally do. So the Trojans have it 1st and 10 on the West 35-yard line.
The explanation on the play that was in question was an inadvertent whistle. That just one of those things that it's unfortunate, but it does happen.
And looked like West might have had a late player running off the field.
I was going to say, how can they wait for that guy to get onto the field? That's not fair, boys.
And West will take a timeout before they get the penalty called on. We'll take a quick one as well. Back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
It does happen. And looked like West might have had a late player running onto the field.
I was going to say, how can they wait for that guy to get onto the field? That's not fair, boys.
And West will take a timeout before they get the penalty called on them. We'll take a quick one as well. Back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
I thought they were waiting for...
Right deal and right treatment. That's what makes Ron Wright Auto Sales the right choice for where to shop for your next vehicle. Ron Wright Auto Sales strives to get you in a newer vehicle with an affordable payment, and you'll only pay for the vehicle, tax, title, and a temporary tag. Do you know what a dock fee is? No one really does. So Ron Wright Auto Sales doesn't charge one. At Ron Wright Auto Sales, you get treated right. Visit Ron Wright Auto Sales, 1555 11th Street, Portsmouth. Phone 355-CARS. Online at ronwrightautosales.com.
Penn Station East Coast Subs is a proud supporter of local high school sports and is always as fresh as the next play. With taste, quality, and generous portions, there's absolutely nothing quite like the Philly cheesesteak, the club, the Reuben chicken teriyaki, or the Italian. With great service and a friendly smile, Penn Station invites you in for lunch, dinner, or after the game and movie.
Back here at the Coliseum as coming out of the West timeout as Williams takes a shotgun step, fires to the right sideline, and that's incomplete. Good defense that time by the Senators, and that'll bring up second down.
I don't think the quarterback and the receiver were on the same page.
No, I don't think so.
Because the defender was ready for it and the receiver wasn't.
Shotgun set here for the Trojans. They're going to motion over Highland from right to left. And now here's fired. Caught by Highland on the run to the 30. Highland cuts back inside, and he's going to be tackled short of the 20. Good pass that time to get Highland in stride, and Portsmouth is on the move.
Well, one thing that Portsmouth's doing very well with their quarterback is they're letting him throw on the run, which he's very capable of doing, as we've seen, or they're getting it out of his hands right now and hitting a spot pass, and that's what you're going to play into his strengths.
Shotgun set again, an empty formation for the Trojans. Here's Williams. It's going to be a punt fake and a quick pass out the right side to Cam Williams, and he's going to be tackled at around the 16-yard line. And with that pass and completion, that puts the Trojans in the quality heating and air red zone on Route 52 in Sugar Grove.
You know, another thing this does by doing it, that's not allowing West to get much of a pass rush at all because they're getting rid of it too quick. So what has to happen for West defense, they're going to start sinking 7 or 8 guys. But the Achilles heel there is if they're only rushing 3 or even 4, it's going to create gaps for Williams to run through.
2nd and 5 for the Trojans on the Senators' 17-yard line. Pistol set for the Trojans. This is, it looked like that is supposed to be a Well, that's supposed to be a play action, but Highland stayed back there to protect, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, Williams is pointing to himself. I don't know if, well, we had some kind of a mix-up. Either Chase Highland didn't go to the take the fake, or there wasn't supposed to be a fake, one or the other.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Trojans.
You certainly don't want to waste it down that way down here, because Portsmouth's kicker is on the shelf right now.
Pistol set. This is a handoff to Highland right up the middle. He's going to be tackled after a gain of a couple. That's going to be 4th and short. And with that being said, Coach, this is probably 4 down territory then, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Your kickers.
Yeah, kickers on the shelf with an ankle, rolled an ankle, and.
And we'll see what Coach Cobb and his offense want to dial up here. 10:23 left here in the second quarter of play. West leads it over Portsmouth 7-6. 4th and 3 for the Trojans on the West 15-yard line.
You're going to take a time out here and talk this over.
Shotgun set for the Trojans. Williams, it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be tackled immediately. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Trojans. A good defensive stand for West. And boy, I know that anytime you get down in the red zone and you don't come away with any points, that's got to be a little deflating.
Yeah, you gotta wonder why their 150-pound quarterback carried the ball instead of their 200-pound tailback.
So West will take over on downs.
That's a big stand for Portsmouth West. They got the momentum coming out to their touchdown, stop a nice drive, and if they can take it down and score here, that's going to put Portsmouth behind the 8 ball.
And we have another official timeout for a water break. We'll take one as well. Back with more Ohio High School football Week 2 next on Mix 99.3.
Momentum coming out for their touchdown, stop a nice drive, and if they can take it down and score here, that's going to put Portsmouth behind the 8 ball.
And we have another official timeout for a water break. We'll take one as well. Back with more Ohio High School football Week 2 next on Mix 99.3.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floor.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Portsmouth Coliseum. Get ready to come out of this official timeout for the water break. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. West leads it 7-6 as the Senator defense came up with a huge stand in the red zone. And it feels like a game, Coach, where you can tell both these teams are very evenly matched.
Oh, I think so. I think they are.
So West will start this possession on their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for them. They come lined up in the shotgun. Hall will take the snap. This is a handoff to Parker. That's Bishop, actually, and he'll evade the first defender, and then he'll eventually be brought down by Alex McKenzie. So they're going to say that run by Bishop got 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for West. 9:45 left here in the first half. Make sure to stay tuned for the Holbrook Summertime Pharmacy halftime show, as will be the first game tonight around here to go into the halftime break, as the other 2 games in our total media group of stations were delayed back to 8 o'clock tonight. Chesapeake and Minford, Colgrove and Valley. Those games won't kick off till 8. Pitch play right side, and this is going to be swallowed up immediately. That was Parker who took the toss, and that actually might have lost a yard or 2.
A nice play by Kingston Littlefield that time. You know, I done nothing but impress me.
Mm-hmm.
He's all over the place. He's not a big guy. I'm going to look on the roster here. He's 5'8", weighs 167 pounds. But you know what? When you've got speed and quickness like that,
yep,
and you're strong, you know that makes it tough to block. He's a.
That play lost 2 yards. 3rd and 9 for the Senators. Here's Brody Hall, fires one down the field. It's wide open, and he overthrows him. He had Bishop running wide open down the sideline. That would have been a touchdown, and Hall just couldn't quite connect. That's going to be a 4th down. Oh,
wide
boy.
Open. Everybody within 20 yards of him.
Trojans caught a huge break on that. Yeah, that would have been an easy touchdown if they could have connected.
Wow.
So Carrasco for West will go back to punt this away. Portsmouth will send back a couple of their backs. Chase Highland, Cam Williams. 8.5 to go in the first half. 7-6. West leads by a point over PHS. And it's going to be a low snap. Carrasco corrals it. And we have a flag on the play. And this is actually a very good punt taken at the 45 by Williams. And Williams will be pushed out at around the 46. We'll see what the flag is.
I think they're going to have a hold.
See, no signal yet. Yeah, that flag was thrown about at the same time that the ball was being punted away by Carrasco. And looks like the penalty's against West.
I believe it is, but you know what? You got the ball. You're at the 45-yard line.
Yep.
You pick up one first down. You're comfortably in 4-down territory. You know, and if you make them punt it again, there's a chance you might get a few more yards. But what happens if you punt it and you fumble it away?
Yeah.
Take the ball. You've got the ball. Take the ball and go play.
I think that's what they're going to do, Coach. It doesn't look like they're going to make West repunt this. Looks like that, like you said, Coach Cobb is just going to take it where it was, and they're going to get some extra yards on top of it. So they'll have it at the 40, at the West 40.
They didn't show what was. You know what? They did this. The refereeing crew did this last week. They don't signal what the penalty is.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the West 40. Shotgun set for the Trojans. Cam Williams in motion from left to right. Here's JT Williams, throws it, and that's going to be almost intercepted by West. He wanted Cam Williams, and Carrasco just about picked that thing off.
Yeah, Williams wasn't even looking for the ball.
If that thing had a little bit more air, that thing, that'd be West ball right now, but Portsmouth catches a break, 2nd and 10.
Well, the receiver's got to look for the ball.
Yeah. 8.5 to go in the first half. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans on the West 40-yard line. West leads it over Portsmouth 7-6. Pistol set this time for Portsmouth. Almost got West to jump off sides that time. This is going to be a quick pass to Cam Williams, and that is overthrown over the head of Cameron Williams, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. And we'll see what Coach Cobb and his offensive staff might come up with here. At the very least, Coach, hypothetically, if they don't get this, I would think West would, you punt this, and then West, they have to go a long way. Pistol set. This is going to be a play-action fake, and then reverse screen to Highland, and that one could have been intercepted. Boy, Portsmouth lives dangerously on 3 straight offensive passing plays.
It was a pretty futile series from Portsmouth that time. A bad pass. The receiver wasn't even looking for the pass on one of the plays, and that play there has been Portsmouth's staple to go to on 3rd and long, and Coach Newsom from West was sitting on that, I can tell you right now. And now they're going to go for it.
I would think this is just going to be a quick kick. Yep.
I would hope so.
Yep. Cam Williams backing up, and Portsmouth looks like they are going to punt this. And oh boy, that almost was blocked. He got it off though, and this is going to be a very good punt by Williams, and it will be down by Highland at the 5-yard line. Good job to make sure that didn't get to the.
Somebody better get a message into the guys on the sidelines to tell those linemen up front, when we're going quick kick, you got to block.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. That ball was within a. That's just. Those are the things that Portsmouth did last week a lot. Uncharacteristic, common sense things that they didn't do. And that right there almost cost them.
8 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first half. Portsmouth trails by a point to West, 7-6. And West will have this 1st and 10 on their own 5. So if West wants to extend this lead, they're going to have to go 95 yards to do it, and just about go where this parade's going to happen tomorrow morning.
Yep.
But this is where, if you're the Portsmouth defense coach, don't you have to take advantage of them being so deep in their own territory?
Absolutely.
And hand off to Parker, and he gets him some breathing room across the 10. And that was a good run by Parker as he gives this West offense the much-needed breathing room. And it's an 8-yard run by Mason Parker, 2nd and 2. I formation this time for West. Handoff to, this is Bishop that time. He's going to just push forward across the 20. And that's going to be a first down. And all of a sudden, in 2 plays, West went from their own 5 to their own 21.
Well, what they're doing is they're sustaining their blocks. They're getting their blocking scheme going, and Portsmouth can't get off of it.
Clock continues to run. 7.5 to go in the first half. Senators have it 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line, and West leads it by a point, 7-6 over the Trojans. Shotgun set, handoff. This is Bishop, or excuse me, that's Parker again, and he gets across the 25. They're feeding Bishop and Parker early and often tonight. 7 minutes left in the first half. 2nd and 6 now for West, a 4-yard run by Parker. Portsmouth making some substitutions, trying to keep everybody fresh and rested out there. And now Hall takes a shotgun snap, fires one down the sideline. Now it's going to be up and no good, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Anthony Bishop running toward the sideline. Good job by the Trojans secondary to break that one up.
Caleb Johnson was all around and he got good help from the safety. Williams coming over the top.
I thought for a moment that could have been intercepted. 6.5 to go in the first half. 7-6, West leads. 3rd and 5 now for the Senators. And here's Hall. We'll take the shotgun snap. Pass, that's incomplete again. A great defensive play. And that time, I believe. Skurlock.
That's a nice play, but what they did was they were trying to draw everybody to Parker and then bring the middle screen back underneath. I couldn't tell which Trojan was the one that was to sniff that out, but that that's the same as giving Portsmouth an extra timeout. And now they should be able to get decent field position. One of the two keys here: number 1, don't rough the punter; number 2, catch the ball in the air and get yardage back.
Christian Carrasco will punt this away from inside his own 15.
He will be a 40-yard punter.
Here's the punt. It's a low line drive. It's not out of bounds. And Highland will pick it up at 40. Highland. And he gets stood up. Wow, that was Keegan Salem, a freshman defensive back who stepped him right in his tracks. Wow.
That was a nice tap. But I tell you what, Highland ran right into him.
Zane
that young man couldn't help him. It was either, I better tackle this big guy, I don't want to get in trouble.
Zane Pitts was also there.
He just absolutely, wow. They had a chance for a nice return there.
6-20.
Really nice return.
Yes, it was. 6:20 left here in the first half. West leads at 7-6. We have another official timeout for a water break. We'll take one as well. Back with more high school football on Mix 99.3.
That young man couldn't help it. It was either, I better tackle this big guy or I'm going to get in trouble.
Zane Pitt was
he was absolutely, wow. Had a chance for a nice return there. Really nice return.
Yes, it was. 6:20 left here in the first half. West leads at 7-6. We have another official timeout for a water break. We'll take one as well. Back to more high school football on Mix 99.3.
September 16th through the 20th, visit Halls, Napa, and Wheelersburg for the September big event. Shell Rotella T4 Triple Protection Motor Oil will be $16.79 a gallon. Looking for a big toolbox? Get a 41-inch 16-drawer combo roller cabinet and chest, normally $1,800, on sale for just $7.99. Get a Wilton hammer and vise for just $175. Shop towels will be nearly half off, and the antifreeze will be deeply discounted. Don't miss the September big event. September 16th through the 20th at Halls, Napa, 11774 Gallia Pike Road, Wheelersburg.
Why is Southern Ohio Medical Center Urology Associates the perfect choice for you? It starts with the expert care of board-certified urologist Dr. Stephen Willems, followed by a variety of procedures offered right in the...
Back after the official timeout, Portsmouth takes over after a good defensive stand against West. They trail by 7-6. I formation for the Trojans on their own 48. Toss play left side. Highland looks like he runs somewhere into the 50. Highland cuts back inside, and the opposing running back will chase him down. number 2, tackles number 2, and the other running back tackles the Portsmouth running back. So Parker brings down Hyland. We do have a score update for you. Adena right now leads Notre Dame 7-6. So it looks like the same exact score that we're looking at right now. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the first half.
Portsmouth was showing an unbalanced look here.
2nd and 5 for the Trojans on the West 47. Here's Williams, handoff, right side. Hyland evades a couple of defenders, and he's going to be down very close to the line to gain. Looks like they're going to down to maybe a yard short. Good job by Hyland to initially avoid.
Wow, they marked that ball 2 yards short.
Yeah, I didn't think he was quite that short. Now they're going to, 3rd and 2 now for Portsmouth on the West 44-yard line.
We'll see what they do here. In this situation, they have been running J.T. Williams, and let's see what they're going to do here.
High formation again for the Trojans. 2 yards to go for him. Here's J.T. Williams, hands off to Hyland, and he gets through it for a first down. Good job by Hyland to just keep those legs churning, because he could have been stopped, and he kept going. That second effort, Coach, a lot of times might do it for you.
Yeah, he's got to come out of the game. He needs a blow.
Yeah, you can tell he's you can tell that he's
he's returning punts.
Mm-hmm.
He's returning kicks. He's playing offense, playing defense in 100-degree heat.
Yeah, because as hot as we are up here, Coach, it's that much hotter down on the field.
I can remember my day when I be able to do all that. Not.
High formation for the Trojans. 1st and 10 for him on the Senator 40. This is going to be a passing play.
Oh, we had him.
Williams reverses field, finds some room. Here goes J.T. Williams, and he's going to be tackled at around the 31-yard line. That was a good job to improvise by J.T. Williams. And, boy, he was close to getting sacked back there, but he evaded the pressure and literally made something out of nothing.
Well, you know what? They sunk everybody. Their pass play was covered, and with not having enough guys on the pass rush, left a seam for him to run through. And we talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yes.
I tell you why I know that. We lost the game to Chillicothe one year because they did it to us. Just dropped back and waited for the blocking to develop and took off, and we lost the game that way.
9-yard run. Oh, my goodness. They just ran a fullback trap right up the gut to Alex McKenzie, and he got blew up. What a play that was by the Senator defense.
That's Kate Woods.
Yes, it was.
He may be the premier defensive lineman in the area. He's got an unbelievably good, quick first step. He's quite a player.
McKenzie was lucky to hang on to that. As soon as he got the handoff, he was getting hit. And that play lost a couple yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 3
here.
3rd and 3 for Portsmouth on the West 33, and you're right, Coach. There's only 5 seconds left on the play clock.
You don't want to get a penalty here.
Coach
you got time. Don't get a penalty.
Yep. Coach Cobb will call a timeout. We will also take one. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
And that play lost a couple yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 here. 3rd and 3 for Portsmouth on the West 33, and you're right, Coach. There's only 5 seconds left on the play clock.
You don't want to get a 5. You don't want to get a penalty here.
Coach,
you got a timeout. Don't get a penalty.
Yep. Coach Cobb will call a timeout.
Good job.
We will also take one. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Mix 99.3.
Don't spend thousands of dollars on marketing that doesn't work. Appalachian Marketing Media can grow your business with targeted marketing strategies, tactics, and resources that actually do work. Appalachian Marketing Media sells market-friendly websites that are designed to convert traffic into clients. Appalachian Marketing Media provides superior customer service and will quickly respond to any of your website needs. With packages starting at $2,000, contact Appalachian Marketing Media on Facebook and learn more on their website.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance.
All right, coming back here, coming out of the Trojan timeout. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Trojans trail by a point, 7-6, but PHS has the ball, 3rd and 3 on the West 33-yard line. And this is going to be a quarterback keeper by J.T. Williams, and he should get the first down. Yes, he did.
They give me forward progress.
Well, he needed.
You only needed 3.
Yeah, he got it. He needed 3. He got about 3.5. But he did get it. And it's going to be a fresh set of chains for the Trojans as they are trying to regain the lead here. And boy, the way this looks, Coach, this might be one of those games where it comes down to whoever's got the ball last.
Well, it did last week.
Yeah, you're right, it did. So 1st and 10 here for Portsmouth on the West 29. Pistol set. Here's Williams. Takes a snap. Rolls to his left. Fires it. That's caught by Perry. And he's going to be tackled short of the 20. Colin Perry, the senior wide receiver.
It's a good catch, good route by Colin, and a good gain, 7 yards, 6-7 yards. But, one of the advantages to rolling out is if your quarterback sees a lot of green in front of him, it should be an automatic go for him right now and not risk putting the ball in the air. If the ball would have been misthrown or it would have been dropped, they're looking at 2nd and 10. He could have gained 10 yards himself by running the ball.
6-yard reception by Perry. Pistol set for the Trojans on the West 23. This is a toss play to Highland, and Highland is not going to have much of anywhere to go, trying to do something.
Attack.
In the backfield, Micah Barnes tackled him, and flag comes flying in. And
it's pretty obvious. You could see it from all the way here. That's on the other side of the field.
Now the West side is not too thrilled about that.
Warriors going to put the big boy pants on and realize that was a penalty.
Officials still talking about it. Now we're going to get the signal. Yep, personal foul, collar against the Senators, and that is some much needed yardage that the Trojans needed, Coach, if they want to try and regain the lead in this one.
You know what's amazing is that's a penalty at every level, but if a guy's got hair hanging out the back of his helmet like that, you could pull his hair, and that's not a penalty.
Well, with that penalty, Coach, the Trojans have moved into the Quality Heating and Air red zone, and you can find Quality Heating and Air on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the West 15-yard line. West leads by a point, 7-6. 1:54 left here in this first half. I want to make sure to stay tuned for the Holbrook Sometime Pharmacy halftime show. That's coming up next.
I think it's very important that Portsmouth has good, solid play calling at this time. And what they don't want to do is get a penalty. They don't want to be in a situation where they have a 1 or 2 yard gain or they have a blown assignment. They've got to knock out 3 or 4 yards on first down. Because if they get the first, now they're inside. Now they're at the 5-yard line, and they've got 5 yards.
It looks like we might have had looks like maybe there was a clock issue, so they're going to add 4 seconds onto the clock, so there'll be 1:58 now instead of 1:54. We get the pleasure of having the Portsmouth coaches right in the suite right beside us. Shotgun set for the Trojans. Here's Williams. Punt fakes, fires one in the end zone. He's got a man, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Lathan Bradley.
Nice fade route.
And Portsmouth regains the lead, 12-7.
I think that's what you call catching your opponents back on their heels.
Yes.
Because I would have never thought that was going to happen. What a great play call.
Lathan Bradley, the senior wide receiver. And Portsmouth has the lead again, 12-7. And I would think, Coach, that they're going to huddle up and go for 2 here to try and get this to a 7-point game.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
1:52 left. As changing the score, changes happen quickly, especially if you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's in Portsmouth. 2-point conversion attempt upcoming.
Pistol look here.
Yes.
Here's around forward option.
Here's Williams, and you're right. There's the option pass to Highland. The Highland goes toward the end zone. It's good. The Trojans get the 2-point conversion, and it's 14-7. Portsmouth leads it over West. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back after this on Mix 99.3.
Conversion attempt. That'll come.
Pistol look here.
Yes.
Here's around forward option.
Here's Williams, and you're right. There's the option. Pass to Highland. The Highland's good for the end zone. It's good. The Trojans get the 2-point conversion, and it's 14-7. Portsmouth leads us over West. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back after this on Mix 99.3.
Gamp's Corner, Route 140 in Slocum, is the perfect way to start the day. The BP convenience store opens the doors at 5:30 with home-cooked.
Back here at the Coliseum, where the Portsmouth Trojans have just regained the lead. And Coach, I feel like you got one of the coaches' headsets on because they ran the exact play that you said before they ran it.
Well, it's pretty obvious. They use a pistol set out of the shotgun with a tailback deep, but they take their halfback and they set him to the left side. They give him a simple handoff, and he now becomes the quarterback. And he runs the option. So everybody converges on him thinking it's going to be a sweep. And when he gets them to commit to him, he pitches the ball to the tailback and he runs in the end zone. We did that up at Lancaster against Licking Valley back in and tied the game up and went to overtime.
14-7, Trojans lead over West. 1:52 left in the first half. This kickoff is going to be taken at the 15-yard line by the Senators. And he's going to be spun down and around the 33-yard line. I'm trying to see who the ball carrier was on that one. And I believe that is Braden Atkins, yes.
A nice play by Braxton Carr on special teams.
1:45 left here in the second quarter. Trojans lead 14-7. Christian Downey and Kurt Clifford here with you alongside in this one. Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show coming up next. And now it's going to be interesting to see what West does here, Coach, if they air it out a little bit or if they're content just run it out, go into the locker room.
They've got pretty good field position. Got a couple timeouts left. I know what I would do.
Shotgun set. Here's Hall, and it's going to be a handoff to Parker. And Parker's got a little bit of room, and Trevor Brooks will chase him down just across the 35-yard line. Looked like Hall initially kind of fumbled the snap a little bit, but it was a good handoff. But it looked like the snap, maybe he was trying to hand it off before he had control of the snap.
And a Trojan defender ran right by the ball carrier to tackle the quarterback.
Yes. Shotgun set here for the Senators. Here's Hall. Fire to his right in the flat. That's caught by Parker. And then a good tackle that time. That's Fernando Pochis.
With Fernando playing a heck of a game last week. You know, Portsmouth's got a couple of big old studs down there in the middle. They got Charlie Fletcher in there right now, and he's a big old boy. They got Jay Ball there, a good-sized young man, and Brooks is a 200-pounder, and Sanderland's a good 230-pounder. So they got those four guys right in the middle, but they've got 7 guys surrounding them that can get it and go.
And it looks like West might have called a timeout. We'll keep things right here. 1 minute, 8 seconds left here in the first half. 3rd and 7 for the Senators. And now Coach, it kind of becomes, if West doesn't get this, if you're Portsmouth, do you take a timeout and try and get some more points on the board?
You know, I don't know, Christian. Bruce Call knows his personnel better than I do. It all depends on where they're going to get the ball. If they can stop them here, what West has to decide to do is, are we going to run the ball, pick it up, and then be satisfied to punt it away if we don't? Are we going to throw it, and if it's incomplete, give them another timeout, and then yet have to punt it away, give them the ball with a minute to go? So there's all kinds of strategies that's going to be played out in this, and it's all going to hinge on what Portsmouth West is going to do.
Well, West has it 3rd and 7 on their own 36, down by 7. 14-7 your score. Portsmouth leads it.
Oh, that's a penalty.
Yes, it is. And that's a false start against West, and that just made things a lot more interesting.
Well, this will definitely change Coach Gillen's play call, I think. It may be time. You know what? It could be time for a great trick 'em right now. What's Reese Fowler call that? Trickerations.
some trickery out there.
Yeah. So it's just a conventional trip set. Now Portsmouth has nobody in the secondary.
Here's Hall. He takes a snap, rolls to his left. He wants to throw this. He does, and it's going to be caught at the 28. And he will
stay in bench. Now see if Bruce calls a timeout.
That was Bo Roden who caught that. He did get the penalty yardage back, but like you said, Coach, Portsmouth calls a timeout, and that would indicate to me that they want to maybe try and extend this lead a little bit.
They got a hold. So that should put, if they want to take that 10 yards back, they get their timeout back. Or he can force the punt right here.
Yeah.
He's got about a third down. I'm going to guess it's about 8-10 yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's still Bruce Cobb, the Portsmouth head coach. He's still trying to decide. I think he's having a lengthy conversation with the official. I think he just wants to set everything straight as to maybe what his options are. And it's a holding against.
He's going to decline
against the Senators, and he'll decline that penalty. And it's going to be 4th down for West. So it's going to be 4th.
And West is doing the right thing by punting the ball.
4th and 9. Cam Williams and Chase Holland back to receive this, and they're backing way up, Coach. Carrasco up for West to.
They're playing 40 yards deep. I haven't seen this young man punt at 40 yards yet.
Now here's Carrasco. It's a good snap, and the punt is almost blocked.
That's not 40 yards either. You got to come up and catch that ball.
It's going to land at the 35, and that is actually where it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go to bounds right at the 35-yard line.
If they're 30 to 35 yards deep, that ball's caught. He can make a beeline to the sideline and be at the 40 to 45-yard line and still have 47 seconds to go. Instead, they let the ball hit the ground, and it just kind of bounced and trickled out of bounds, and that didn't do anything but eat the clock. And that's one of those things I talked about, that they didn't do things. That's not a crisp play. That ball could have been caught in the air, and they don't catch them in the air.
1st and 10 for Portsmouth on their own 35, up by 7. 14-7 your score, 47 seconds left. Portsmouth lines up in the shotgun set. This is J.T. Williams. He'll take the snap, roll to his right, looking for a man, still looking, and he's going to punt fake and then go. Evades one of the tacklers, and then he's got a little bit of room in front of him, and he's going to go up across 45. And he did, Coach, you're right. He got a 1st down.
And now they're going to clock the ball.
The clock stops here for just a few moments to get the markers set.
Oh, boys, you don't want to run back and forth into formation.
34 seconds now. Here's Williams. He'll take the snap, punt fakes again, still looking for a man, and he's going to try to go. And he does. He gets tackled going out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock at 25 seconds.
Hey, that was a very good scramble, but when you're in a 2-minute set like that, you got to run to where you're supposed to be. And Portsmouth spent time taking a guy from on West sideline, running him across the formation to put him in a slot on toward their own sideline, and that ate time up. And that's what you got to understand right now. Your opponent is that clock down there.
25 seconds left. Portsmouth has a 2nd and 9 at their own 47. They lead at 14-7. Here's a pistol set. Williams looking to throw. Still looking. Fires down the field. He wants Cam Williams. It's going to be incomplete. Good defense that time by West to bat that ball away. Just a tiny bit underthrown that time, but that was a good throw by J.T. Williams. Just an even better play by the defensive back.
Yeah, just a little bit underthrown.
19 seconds left. 3rd and 9 for Portsmouth.
Now might be a time. Discretion may be the better part of valor. Unless you're going to throw a trickeration out there. But maybe because, I don't think West is going to take the time out, stop the clock, and make them punt unless they're deciding to go after the block. Let's see what point. Oh, they're going quads.
And we had a little bit of confusion, it looked like, lining up for the Trojans. They take a timeout, take a quick one as well, back with the remaining seconds of the first half here in this one right after this on Mix 99.3.
Going to throw a trickeration out there. But maybe because, I don't think West is going to take the time out, stop the clock, and make them punt unless they're deciding to go after the block. Let's see what point. Oh, they're going quads.
And we had a little bit of confusion, it looked like, lining up for the Trojans. They take a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well, back with the remaining seconds of the first half here in this one right after this on Mix 99.3.
here out of the Portsmouth timeout. Coach Kirk Clifford, Christian Downey here with you. 19 seconds left here in this one. Portsmouth leads at 14-7. They have it 3rd and 9 on their own 47. And yeah, man, they're spreading it out. Trips to the left near sideline. Here's Williams in the gun. He'll take the snap, rolling to his left. Still rolling. Tries to evade a sack. Williams still looking to throw it. He's going to just throw this out of bounds with 12 seconds left. So 4th and 9, I would think. I would think this would be a punt, right, Coach?
Well, yeah. See,
I don't think that.
Week again in the Valley game, they went for it on 4th down and 8 on their own 20-yard line at the end of the game.
I don't know if 12 seconds is enough time if you punt this to just have your punter run around there for 12 seconds.
No, it's too long.
They do have Cam Williams, which is their punter, and yep, they're going to line up in the punt formation. And he's going to try and buy some time, and he gets ran into. No flag is called. And Portsmouth's just going to let this ball roll around as long as they can, and it's going to be of the first half.
That young man held that ball and waited to get. It's called quick kick for a reason.
Yeah. 2 quarters down, 2 left. The Holbrook's Hometown Farms halftime show coming up next. Portsmouth leads West at the half, 14-7. Back with the halftime show coming up next on Mix 99.3.
It'd be the last play of the first half. That young man held that ball and waited to get. It's called quick kick for a reason. Yeah. 2 quarters down, 2 left. The Holbrook's Hometown Farms halftime show coming up next. Portsmouth leads West at the half, 14-7. Back with the halftime show coming up next on Mix 99.3.
If you're looking for a sharp used vehicle, give Coles a call. Coles Auto Sales in West Portsmouth offers a great selection of vehicles that are easy on gas, easy on the eyes, and easy on the wallet. So give Coles a call. Coles offers financing. Bad credit, no problem. All you need is proof of income and a down payment. You can apply for pre-approval by visiting Coles Auto Sales on Facebook. Give Coles a call at 740-357-6009 and visit their new and larger location at 16127 US 52 in West Portsmouth.
Don't shop for tires at a dealer whose idea of selection is whitewall or blackwall. Head to the dealer who carries the brands you trust. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, get the selection you deserve.
See Bob and Floyd's Tire Sales, routes 23 South and 52 West, downtown Portsmouth.
Visit your local groceries, the Minford IGA and Westside IGA, as well as Westside Hardware. At the Minford and Westside IGAs, you'll find full-service delis with fresh-cut Angus beef and daily lunch specials. The Westside IGA offers up an incredible 18-inch pizza special, which provides a 2-topping 18-inch pizza, a bag of chips, and a 2-liter, all for just $19.99. Right beside the Westside IGA is Westside Hardware. They've got all kinds of tools and fasteners, as well as an extensive amount of items pertaining to automotive, carpentry, plumbing, and heating and air. The Minford IGA, Westside IGA, and Westside Hardware open 7 days a week.
Hello, this is Megan Martin, Banking Center Manager at First State Bank. At First State Bank, we believe that when we build up our customers, our communities, and each other, we can make a lifelong difference. When you bank with us, you're supporting the local coffee shop down the street, a young couple's first home, and the community you live in. Stop in at our Portsmouth Banking Center or visit our website at fsb4me.com. That's FSB4me.com. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jay Hash with Hope Source. Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353-HOPE.
We
listening to high school sports all season long, presented by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Appalachian Marketing Media, the Counseling Center, Ron Wright Auto Sales, First State Bank, Midford IGA, West Side IGA, and West Side Hardware.
There are a lot of comfort control companies out there, but none like Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Family owned and operated with a genuine concern for the community and the environment. Let Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling make sure that your commercial or residential heat pump or furnace is operating properly and efficiently. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling can service all makes and models. Phone 740-259-4512. That's 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Proud supporters of local high school sports on local radio.
Little's Excavating in Wheelersburg. Services to Tri-State with a complete line of excavating and bobcat services. From septic installations to drainage work, Little's can prepare your ground for your project or work with you to install a system that they can design for you. Little's is the only area excavator licensed in aeration design. Little's offers directional drilling, enabling the crew to burrow underneath most driveways, decks, and sidewalks without causing them damage. From major problems to little issues, contact Little's.
SOMC Sports Motion is a premier sports medicine program offering a unique, multidisciplinary approach to your health issues. At SOMC Sports Motion, they offer a scientific approach to the full continuum of care from prevention and performance improvement all the way through an injury, treatment, and rehabilitation. Their physicians and providers are actively involved in sports coverage in the community. Their sideline and team physician responsibilities include several area high schools. They stand out by tailoring their program to each school, team, individual athlete, or weekend warrior. For more info, call 740-356-7526.
To the 10, to the 5. Quality, heating and air. Here's a drive. Deep to left center. That ball is quality, heating and air. Side by side on turn number 2.
Welcome back here to the Portsmouth Coliseum tonight, currently at the halftime break, where the Portsmouth Trojans lead the West Senators 14-7. Alongside Coach Kirk Clifford, Christian Downey here with you, and it's now time for the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show. Being local folks themselves, Brandon Holbrook and his staff are proud supporters of local high school sports. The good people at Holbrook's Pharmacy will see to it that you will not have to wait long while your prescription is filled, and they'll take the time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions you might have. Holbrook's offers convenient drive-through service, open from 9 a.m. to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. You can visit Brandon Holbrook and his staff at Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy, located at 37C Lucasville Midford Road in Lucasville. 14-7, your score as Portsmouth was first to strike. They made it 6-0. Unfortunately, Portsmouth's kicker is ill tonight, so they had to go for 2. Did not get it. Made it 6-0. West came back and scored with a Mason Parker touchdown, converted extra point, made it 7-6, and then the Trojans regained the lead with a Lathan Bradley touchdown reception to make it 14-7 Portsmouth, and then Portsmouth converted the 2-point conversion, and that's where we stay now, 14-7, Trojans lead it. It's now time to take a look at the turnover report, a service at the Barry Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Anytime you turn your insurance needs over to Barry Murphy, you can call Dan Cassidy, 353-3121. We've came close to having some turnovers tonight, but we have 0 turnovers so far this evening. 15 minutes until we resume the second half of play. The Portsmouth Trojans lead the West Senators after 2, 14-7. Back with more of the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show coming up next on Mix 99.3.
Anytime you turn your insurance needs over to Barry Murphy, you can call Dan Cassidy, 353-3121. We came close to having some turnovers tonight, but we have 0 turnovers so far this evening. 15 minutes until we resume the second half of play. The Portsmouth Trojans lead the West Senators after 2, 14-7. Back with more of the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show coming up next on Mix 99.3.
Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber, fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Midford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
At the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, they're proud to cheer for the home team. And even more proud to have you on their team. Whether you need insurance for your home, car, or business, they have your back. And because the local community is so important to them, they'll be right there with you, cheering for your team. Contact the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency today for more information about a policy from Encova Insurance. Visit the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Online at barrettmurphy.com. The Counseling Center is the region's leader in youth and adolescent counseling and play therapy services. TCC plays a large role in substance abuse prevention services for area youth, providing more than 4,000 sports all season long for school-age children each year. In operation since 1981, the Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse prevention and recovery to mental health counseling, primary care, vocational development, and job placement services. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org.
You're listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Appalachian Marketing Media, the Counseling Center, Ron Wright Auto Sales, First State Bank, Midford IGA, West Side IGA, and West Side Hardware.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you can fill your tank and tummy. Fantastic food, hot coffee, and cold beverages. Pay at the pump and drive-through convenience. Always clean, always courteous.
Aw, thank you.
Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon, Arco, and BP stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. When shopping for a vehicle that's right for you, make the right choice. Visit Ron Wright Auto Sales in Portsmouth, where Joe, Dave, and Brian are waiting to help you.
Uncle Joe, thank you so much for not charging me a dock fee. I appreciate the family discount.
Holly, first of all, I'm your cousin, not your uncle. Secondly, we don't charge anyone a dock fee.
At Ron Wright Auto Sales, you get treated right. Visit Ron Wright Auto Sales, 1555 11th Street, Portsmouth, phone 355-CARS, online at ronwrightautosales.com.
Thank you, Uncle Joe.
Holly?
The D.W. Swick Funeral Homes, with funeral homes in New Boston, Sciotaville, Wheelersburg, and South Webster, are enthusiastic supporters of the youth of our area. The D.W. Swick Funeral Homes wish all the student athletes the best of luck in every game throughout the season. And when a loved one passes, the D.W. Swick Funeral Homes are always a friend indeed in the time of need. For the phone call, no matter the hour, to the Swick Funeral Homes at 740-456-4133.
Valerie Ford of Waverly's Labor Day Sales Event of the Year. Discounts on new Fords up to $10,000. Interest rates as low as 0% on all 2024s. Plus, we will pay more for your vehicle than anyone. That's right, up to $10,000 off new Fords and interest rates as low as 0%. Don't miss the Labor Day Sales Event going on all month long. Remember, all roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly. Check us out online at ValerieFord.com. See dealer for details.
Collier is expanding its...
Welcome back here to the Trojan Coliseum. 14-7 your score currently at the halftime break. 5.5 to go until we get the second half underway. You are listening to the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show. Go over some scores from around the area here. Fairfield Christian and Oak Hill, they are tied at nothing. That's a first quarter score. Also in the first quarter, Chesapeake leads Menford 8-0. That is also in the first quarter. Valley and Coal Grove, that is 0-0 in the first quarter. Jackson in the first quarter leads Ironton 7-0. That game is in the first quarter. Sims Valley and Rock Hill, that game is tied at 0 and is also in the first quarter. Greenup County and Russell. Greenup County Musketeers lead the Red Devils 8-3. And Coach, I think you got some scores as well for us.
I was conversing with one of my former captains, Jesse Johnson, down on Rich's TV. Stop in. I got Spring Valley 7-0 over South Point. Now, Spring Valley is usually a pretty fair ball club.
Yeah.
That's a big school. I think it would be Division 1 or 2 in Ohio.
Is that the Huntington area, right, in West Virginia?
Yeah, they combined 3 schools.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then McNicholas is up by 2 touchdowns on Berg. Adina over Notre Dame. And I saw one on here earlier. Jackson is up on Ironton 7-0.
Wow, the Ironmen. And we have a 14-7 score here. 4:12 left until the teams come out, and then we'll have a 3-minute warm-up. Coach, we'll keep things here for now. What are some of your takeaways? What does Portsmouth need to do to come away with a victory, and what does West need to do to try and come back and come away with the win here?
I think Portsmouth is still searching for an identity. We want a West Coast offense to spread it out, give it to Chase Heinen once. Or putting it in his hands in the passing game. And another thing I think they might consider doing with Chase is putting a guy in front of him and letting the guy. When I had great tailbacks, as much as I liked one back set, I wanted to put a fullback in front of that guy.
Yeah.
So they could take on anybody that's sneaking or coming through a gap or whatever, leaking over the top. So I think they're still in the early phases of the season trying to find out their identity. Offensively or defensively, they're doing a pretty good job bottling up West's running game.
Yeah.
West they got a lot of yards on the ground on that touchdown drive, but other than that, they haven't done much. So I think they're okay. Portsmouth's Achilles heel is their pass coverage, and a lot of times, and Valley heard them on this last week.
Yeah.
Portsmouth's philosophy is to go man-to-man, even if it's a 4-wide or 5-wide, and cover them all over the field. And that's fine and dandy if you got guys that can do it. But what happens every time somebody sees that, they make an adjustment, and they go over the middle, and Portsmouth has nobody there. I think they need to keep a guy deep. I really do. Discourage that ball right over the middle. West will come back out, and they'll line up in a 5-wide. He'll throw the ball right over the middle of the field, and there will be nobody there. And if he's got to step on his defender, it's touchdown.
Are you surprised that West hasn't tried to throw it a little bit more in that first half?
Well, I don't. I know they lost a quarterback from last year, and when you've got running backs like Bishop and Parker, you kind of let those two take the pressure off of that quarterback and throw the ball when you want to throw the ball, as opposed to throwing the ball when you need to throw the ball. An old football coach's friend of mine, a guy by the name of Mike Flagg, told me that when he was a head coach at Menford High School, one of the best quarterbacks that he ever coached may have been one of his worst passers he ever had. But what he did was he had a great offensive line. He had a heck of a running back. I forget that guy's name, but he was a stud.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Ray Hammond, but I'm telling you, he was a stud. And as soon as they put the ball in his belly, everybody converged on him, and their quarterback was a magician with the ball. So Mike told me that all his passing yards came on play-action passes. He said, when I wasn't a passing coach, you throw the ball 10, 12 times a night, but he complete 8 or 9 of them for over 100 yards. And when you can do that, I think that's what Portsmouth needs to get to with Williams.
Yes.
some people have got to step up and be the stars. Others got to, give leeway and be the co-stars.
Yep.
They've got a guy is a stud in the backfield with Chase Hyman.
Yes.
When I saw that guy last year at Fairland run for 350 yards on 49 carries in the 12th week of the season, I'm sitting there thinking, this guy's close to Superman. He's going to be the guy that carries you.
Yeah.
But you can use him to fake the ball to him. And a lot of times you put the ball in his belly, and that's going to freeze everybody in that front seven, what we call the box, and it's going to open up every route for the receiver. So I think those are some things they need to do. And get clean.
Yeah.
In other words, field punts.
Yes.
Don't give yourself a penalty. Don't waste downs. Things like that. Try to stay ahead of the sticks. And you gotta remember, this offense last year run up a lot of yards and a lot of points.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not doing it this year.
Yep.
So there's something missing.
Yes. About 2.5 minutes until we kick off the second half. Portsmouth leads West at the half, 14-7. We'll get the second half underway next on Mix 99.3.
Run up a lot of yards and a lot of points. Oh, yeah. And they're not doing it this year.
Yep.
So there's something missing.
Yes. About 2.5 minutes until we kick off the second half. Portsmouth leads West at the half, 14-7. We'll get the second half underway next on Mix 99.3.
At People's Bank, our team of local, trust, and wealth management professionals can help you achieve your financial goals. We offer comprehensive services including investment management, retirement planning, estate planning, trust administration, and more. Our customized strategies are designed to grow and preserve your wealth while minimizing risk. Let People's Bank put our decades of expertise to work for you. Call me, Elise Dye, or one of our other trust and wealth management professionals today to schedule your free consultation. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and have been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth and...
All right, welcome back here to the Coliseum, downtown Portsmouth, Week 2, Ohio High School football, the Labor Day weekend, and the Trojans lead West at the half, 14-7. I'm Christian Downey with Coach Kirk Clifford, and we are getting ready to start the second half of play. You have been listening to the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy Halftime Show. Should be an exciting second half, Coach. If it was like the first half, should be in for a dandy of a second.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a good ball game. It may not be enough fireworks for some of the people in the stands because, everybody loves to watch that up and down and back and forth stuff. But, for me, it's a thing of beauty right now.
Well, there'll be fireworks this weekend. If there's not enough for them tonight, then they can come down to the levee and watch the fireworks this weekend.
Absolutely. I'm excited for River Days. I always do. I always get fired up for the River Days.
61st annual. 14-7, and the Trojans will get the ball to start the second half. Highland and Williams back to return the kick. And West will kick this away. Drew Detweiler, the 5'10", 240-pound junior running back and defensive lineman, will kick this off. We'll be interested to see how he kicks this, Coach. I've seen him kick it deep tonight. I've seen him do a little pooch kick. It'll be interesting to see how deep West wants him to kick this.
Well, I think they would. They've always got the element of surprise. That's a possibility. But you don't want to give Portsmouth, who went ahead and got a little bit of momentum at the end of the half, the ball over the 40-yard line. I wouldn't.
And here's the kick, and it's going to be one of his deeper kicks, taken at around the 18-yard line. And this is actually going to be taken by Jacob Tidd, and he's going to come across near the 35-yard line, and that's where Portsmouth will start. So good field position on their plus side of the 30.
That's a nice return. Not a lot of yards, but the little thing, like we talked about, Christian, little things.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. He didn't have it. He was the up back. he didn't have a whole lot of blocking in front of him. When you got 5 guys up there trying to block 11. But what he did was he got what he could get.
Yeah.
And got him out to, 33, 34-yard line. So, that was a smart play by Tidd.
14-7 your score. PHS leads the Senators. It just started the second half. Cam Williams in motion, and it's going to be a keeper by J.T. Williams, and he's got some room to the 40. J.T. Williams, there's a flag on the play to the 50, and J.T. Williams is going to be pushed out of bounds.
He's going to hold down.
West 30, yep. That seems like that, Coach. I know that, how crazy is that driving Bruce Cobb? You have a big
right
play
now.
like that.
But Portsmouth last year, the weak part of their offense last year, I don't want to say weak, but the part that didn't catch up as the season went was their perimeter blocking. And we've seen Portsmouth have 2 nice long gainers negated because of perimeter blocking and their holding.
And that holding play puts them back at their own 24, so that's a 10-yard penalty. First and 20. First and 20 now for the Trojans. Need to get it to their own 44 for a first. Shotgun set. Williams drops back, pump fakes, fires it. It's going to be caught by Highland at around the 27. Wow. And
I think that was a little ill-advised there. He threw it right into coverage.
He hung on to it, but he got sandwiched between a couple of Senators, and he's going to get a few of those yards back. 2 yards. 2nd and 18.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of 2nd and 18 plays in the playbook.
Not the option. 14-7 your score. PHS leads. Shotgun set again here for the Trojans. And they're going to motion over Highland from right to left. Here's Williams. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Still looking. And now he's going to run with it to the 30. And he's going to be, oh my goodness, he gets blasted out of bounds. That's going to be a late hit against the Senators. I think they're going to call that against Mason Parker, but boy, J.T. Williams, I'm glad he's up and okay because he got absolutely blasted into
That's
the
what you're going to get lit up.
I can feel that from here.
I'll tell you, I could have sworn I looked down on the side of his helmet and said, tilt, tilt. Like the old cartoons. Boy, he did. He took a lick.
Mason Parker laid the wood down, but it's going to be a penalty, and Portsmouth's going to get this at their own 49-yard line.
Well, there's your 2nd and 18 play.
Yeah.
Let's sacrifice our quarterback.
Pistol set for the Trojans. They lead at 14-7. Just started this third quarter. This is a handoff to Highland up the gut. Highland spins around some blockers, and he's going to be tackled immediately by Rapp.
This game parallels last week's game so much, Christian. Portsmouth is continually trying to run the middle of West defense. Yep. And it's hard sledding in there. But you're gaining 3 yards, but you're 2 yards, but you're getting tattooed every time you do it. I really think they may want to try to get out on their perimeter, maybe a little option play once in a while. But they're running their backs up in there, and West is a very physical football team.
2-yard run by Highland, 2nd and 8 for him on the West 49. Here's Williams, steps up, evades 35 to the 30, and he's going to be tackled just shy of the 25-yard line. What a play that was by J.T. Williams to avoid 2 sacks and pick up a big game.
Nice play by him. And I tell you what I'm going to give a lot of credit for. All the credit goes to Williams. He made plays. He made the read. But the credit a lot of it went to a no block by Logan Atkins. He could have easily got involved in that play down there, and he just pulled his hands up and said, I'm not blocking anyone. And that was a really smart play by that young man.
Shotgun set for the Trojans on the West 28. They lead 14-7. Highland motions from left to right. Keeper by Williams. And he goes up the middle near 20. Game by Williams. Read option keeper. And now the Trojans all of a sudden, Coach, are on the move.
Well, that's what they've got to do. Did you notice they put that ball in Chase Highland's belly?
Yep.
And boy, did that get those linebackers flying out of there.
2nd and 3, a 7-yard run by Williams. Portsmouth almost in the quality heating and air red zone. Shotgun set for the Trojans. 2x2 wide receivers each side. He's going to motion Williams from left to right. This is going to be a handoff to Cam Williams to the 20. Cam Williams, and he's going to dive across the 15. There's 2 flags that come flying in. And we'll see what the call is on this.
We got a hold out there on the perimeter again.
No signal yet, but I'm sure you're probably correct. Yep, holding against the Trojans.
Every play. There's a solution to that. 2 solutions. Number 1, practice it more. And number 2, come over and sit next to me for a while if you're going to hold. Hey, you don't have time to be, put your arm around them and sing Kumbaya and make everybody warm and fuzzy. You hold. You cost in your team.
That does sound pretty nice, though.
Yeah. I didn't get around to that in my career. But no, their receivers are holding on the perimeter. And you know what? Maybe that's why they're not running the perimeter.
Yep.
Maybe that's why.
They're going to back up to the West 30, so it's 2nd and 12 for the Trojans on the Senator 30-yard line. Portsmouth leads at 14-7, 8:45 left in the third. And here's a shotgun snap, and Williams is going to keep it again, and this time he's going to run right into the teeth of that Senator defense. Boy, right into that big defensive line for West, and once you run into those guys, Coach, I don't know if there's much getting out of that.
What he did that time that was different than the other times was after he made his fake, he followed the ball carrier. He followed the guy he faked the ball to. What he had been doing was making the fake and then getting the guard out in front of him from the backside and running a little quarterback counter trade type action.
Play actually lost a yard, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, they didn't want to waste this drive.
Pistol set for the Trojans. Here's Williams. He's going to take the snap, wants to throw this, looking for somewhere to go. He has a man over the field. It's going to be intercepted by West.
That's just not a very good throw. He had a guy.
He was trying to get that, I believe, to Landon Malone, and he just slightly underthrew it, and one of the West defensive backs intercepted it, and I apologize. That was number 1 for West, and unfortunately, we do not have that young man on our roster.
Yeah, Malone he was wide open. He had a lot of space between him and the defender, just underthrown.
So 14-7. Could you kind of play a mind game, Coach, and say that was just a short punt?
No, that's just a bad mistake.
1st and 10 for West on their own 12. This is a handoff to, this is Bishop. He's got some room to the 25, to the 30, Bishop. And he's going to spring his way to the 35-yard line. Anthony Bishop. And now the Senators are on the move.
Well, you got to give those kids from West a lot of credit.
Yep.
Portsmouth gained the momentum at the end of the half. Mm-hmm. Shut them down, kept them out of the end zone, and then came out, got a nice 6-minute drive down inside the 20-yard line and just blew it.
This is going to be a handoff. That's going to be Parker this time, and this time he's going to get across the 35.
It's a nice play filling up in there by Trevin Brooks.
Boy, called his name a lot today. It seems like you call his name a lot every week.
Yeah, he's an outstanding football player.
14-7 your score. Portsmouth leads it over West. Senators have it 2nd and 7 on their own 37. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Shotgun set for West. Bishop motions. It's going to be a handoff to Bishop, left side. And Bishop cuts it upfield, and he's going to be tackled near the 40.
That was a great job by the defensive end over there and the outside linebacker.
That's Alex.
They strung that play out. And I'm wondering where the linebacker from the middle was on that play and the safety. The safeties in this defense are guys that can come up and ring your bell.
Yeah.
And they didn't come up that time.
And I believe that's going to be a false start. But looks like West jumped the gun a little bit on that. And, yep, it's going to be a false start against the Senators.
Boy, that hurts. That puts them in a 3rd down and 10.
Yes, it does. Need to get it to their own 44 for a first. Ball will go back to their own 34.
They're taking Trevin Brooks out of the game, which is not a bad idea. Give him a blow. That guy got to be out there on the field as much as he can. Give him a blow right now.
Yep.
So right now might not be a bad idea to run a blitz with the middle linebackers.
Heavy eye formation. Hand off to Parker. He's got some room. Oh, a good tackle that time. I believe that's Cam Williams who made that tackle. I don't know if that saved the touchdown, Coach, but that certainly saved. Certainly gained at least probably a gain of 15 or 20.
Well, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get it to third to fourth down and short. So I would look for West to go with the long count to try to draw Portsmouth off sides and get the first down cheap.
Heavy eye formation. 3 backs behind Hall. It's going to be a handoff to Parker, right side, and he got to get the first down and then some. Mason Parker to the 40 to the 35, and he's going to be dragged down again. And Cameron Williams, again, had to chase him down. So Cam Williams has to be the one, Coach, to chase him down on 2 straight plays. And, boy, the Senators all of a sudden are...
Not good when your safety's got to make the play.
They're moving. 1st and 10 for West on the Portsmouth 36. 5.5 to go to get in the third quarter. Portsmouth does lead at 14-7.
There was no misdirection on that play.
Nope.
They just lined up in a triple Y and ran it right down their throat.
This is a high snap. It's going to be a hand off to Bishop to the left side, and the Trojans stuff him. No gainer that time. Good job on defense by the Trojan front 7. And I believe that was a no gainer that time by Bishop. So 2nd and 10 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 36. Just under 5 minutes left in the third. The Trojans lead at 14-7. I formation.
Oh, they didn't adjust.
And this is going to be a handoff left side to Parker, and Parker gets nowhere. He gets stuffed. And all of a sudden, Coach, that Trojan defensive line is shooting the gaps and getting there quickly. 3rd and long.
Well, they got to come up with a 5 to 6 yard play.
Yep.
At least. Put them in a 4th down. Naturally, you want to gain every yard you can. You'd be crazy to sit there and think they don't want to score a touchdown or get a big gain. But they've got to get some yards back here.
3rd and 11 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 37. 4 minutes left in the third. This is a handoff to Bishop, and Bishop's going to maybe get a couple. Good defense again by the Trojans. This will be 4th and long for West.
Isn't this game crazy? This game of football, it's insane. They line up in a triple Y formation and gash Portsmouth for 2 huge gains, forcing the safety to come up and play. Now they get down here and they run 3 plays and gain 1 yard.
Yeah. Reminds me a lot of my golf game.
I shot 35 the other day, big dog. I'm telling you right now, I'd have smoked you if you'd have been on the course of media the other day.
We have a timeout taken by West. We'll take one, too. Portsmouth leads at 14-7. Back in 60 seconds next on Mix 99.3.
I shot 35 the other day, big dog. I'm telling you right now, I'd have smoked you if you'd have been on the course of media the other day.
We have a timeout taken by West. We'll take one, too. Portsmouth leads at 14-7. Back in 60 seconds next on Mix 99.3.
This is Gary Duzan with Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner. Are you concerned about the right health plans to fit your budget and lifestyle? Whether you're a recent graduate, self-employed, retiring early, or working without health coverage, one of our plans could be just right for you. We offer senior products, individual health insurance, and group benefits. Call Gary Duzan at Portsmouth Insurance, 353-4105, extension 22. That's 353-4105, extension 22.
Don't spend thousands of dollars on marketing that doesn't work. Appalachian Marketing Media can grow your business with targeted marketing strategies, tactics, and resources that actually do work. Appalachian Marketing Media sells market-friendly websites that are designed to convert traffic into clients. Appalachian Marketing Media provides superior customer service.
Coming out of a West timeout, 4th and 9 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 35. Here's Hall looking to throw. Has to roll.
Right there.
There's a flag thrown, and he gets sacked by Brooks.
Back here.
Trevin Brooks sacks him.
Those will be declined. That's great pressure. I'm telling you.
Guess who?
I number 21.
And once
and Trevin Brooks.
Kingston Littlefield.
You know, Kingston, he's amazing. I want to give him an award last week. Greensley said, hey, he's a lineman, coach. They don't get any glory. I tell you, Kingston Littlefield is absolutely playing. I don't know why they moved him up there. Maybe he wasn't a really good D back from last year, but well, I tell you what, when I was an offensive lineman back in the day, way back in the day, I hated trying to block guys like him. He's just so fast.
West will punt. Or excuse me, that was actually turnover on downs, I beg your pardon. And that's going to be a pass out to Cam Williams. I beg your pardon, that was 4th down. I apologize.
Got to get in the game, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's that candy bar you're wanting.
I tell you, yes. 3rd and 10. A quick conversion.
She could have brought me a Big Mac and didn't do it.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They get to the west side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the west 45.
Portsmouth's mixing it up pretty well right now.
Yep. Pistol set for Portsmouth. They lead 14-7. And this is a handoff to Highland, left side, Highland to the 40. Highland's got some room to the 30, and Highland's going to get to the 25, and then he's going to go to bounds near the 15-yard line.
And no flags. That's a great run.
Yeah, it was.
Man, he was designed to go off tackle, didn't happen, busted it outside, and I think they underestimated his speed. He's pretty daggone fast.
Yes, he is. Well, what you say, 4.7?
Yeah, and that's laser time 4.7. You know, if it was a handheld timer, you're looking into 4.6s.
Yeah. 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. They move into the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Pistol set, and that's going to be a false start against the Trojans.
That's the things that drive you crazy. I bet Bruce Culp glad he does not have hair. Because if he did, it'd be a bloody mess pouring that out.
that might be why he doesn't have it.
You know, I tell you, maybe it's just time to keep pumping that big stud running back the ball and say, we got to get 15 yards to get a 1st down.
Yep.
Here, you get 4 shots at it.
1st and 15 for Portsmouth on the West 22. And it's going to be keeper by J.T. Williams. He's got some room. J.T. Williams to the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice play.
2017 Trojans.
Boy, I tell you what, you could see that unfold up here.
Yes.
But the thing that impressed me as much as anything else, he let that develop.
Yeah, he did.
He waited until that line sealed their blocks, and he went in. I'll tell you what, that's a great play.
We have a quick score update for you. Ironton leads Jackson 12-7. And Portsmouth will actually kick this. This is Malachi Loper who will kick the extra point. It is up. It's a low one, but it is good. 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Portsmouth leads at 21-7 over West. More Ohio High School football next on Mix 99.3.
And Portsmouth will actually kick this. This is Malachi Loper who kicked the extra point. It is up. It's a low one, but it is good. 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Portsmouth leads at 21-7 over West. More Ohio High School football next on Mix 99.3.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Floor BWXT Portsmouth. We want to wish all the schools good luck on a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we've been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all of the employees at Floor BWXT, I'd like to wish all of the teams in the 4-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. The players aren't the only ones who want to look good under the Friday night lights, and On the Esplanade can help you look your absolute best. With the kids back in school, it's time to invest in yourself. You deserve it. With 15 years of experience, Jeannie and On the Esplanade specializes in medical aesthetics and skincare.
I'm back here at the Coliseum tonight where the Portsmouth Trojans have just found the end zone again. They lead at 21-7 over the West Senators. Alongside Coach Kurt Clifford, Christian Downey here with you. I should say Hall of Famer coach, Kirk Clifford.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I was up for the quota.
Here's a low lining kick taken on the run. It's going to be a good return by Braden Atkins.
Portsmouth had some really good shots on that guy and missed him. Ran by him.
That was actually kicked pretty deep, Coach, but Atkins evaded some tacklers.
Hey, I just got a text from a Portsmouth grad named Mick Douthit. Said to tell you he's enjoying listening to the game. He's in town for his reunion. What's Mick now, about 75?
Oh, well, I tell you. He's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
2.5 to go left here in the third. 21-7. Trojans lead it. And now, Coach, I feel like if you're West, is time becoming an issue now, or do you still
Not yet. We're still in third quarter. Well, they're fine. They just got to get a drive. They get an 8-minute drive, score. It's right there again.
Here's Hall. He wants to throw. Has a lot of time. He has to evade some pressure. Hall, and he's going to throw some way. That might be. And they're saying incomplete.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
They're talking about it.
Boys, you're not living up to your stripes if you don't call that ground. There was nobody. Nobody. There wasn't any offensive lineman in it.
Okay. They dropped it. Yep, they did. So that is going to be intentional grounding against Brody Hall. And that's going to be a loss of down.
I wonder why they even had to discuss that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, because, Coach, I believe the ball has to at least get to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think it even came really close to
there was
getting.
Nobody.
Yeah.
All the receivers were downfield running because he had extended time to throw the ball. But the offensive linemen were doing a heck of a job keeping everybody bottled up inside that hash mark, and he was outside the hash mark and threw it, and there was nobody around.
21-7 your score. PHS leads West. 2:23 left in the third.
And one thing Portsmouth can't afford to do is go to sleep, think, hey, we're okay now. We're up by 2 touchdowns. This is, they're one missed tackle away from Parker or Bishop taking it the distance.
Yeah. And this is going to be a handoff to Parker, and he's going to get across the 20. Now bring up third down and a whole lot. And looks like we might have an injured Senator on the field. We'll take a quick timeout and be back shortly. You're listening to High School Football on Mix 99.3.
Now bring up third down and a whole lot. And looks like we might have an injured Senator on the field. We'll take a quick timeout and be back shortly. You're listening to High School Football on Mix 99.3.
The Minford IGA and Westside IGA, as well as Westside Hardware. At the Minford and Westside IGAs, you'll find full-service delis with fresh-cut Angus beef and daily lunch specials. The Westside IGA offers up an incredible 18-inch pizza special, which provides a 2-topping 18-inch pizza, a bag of chips.
All righty, welcome back here to the Coliseum on the campus of Portsmouth High School, the Clark Athletic Complex. 21-7 your score. Portsmouth leads West. As Coach this is the 15th year this stadium has been in existence?
No, we came here in, wait a second, 2009.
What? 15 years?
Hey, is that old now?
I feel it. I got some gray hair, and I'm losing it too.
Yeah, you're not quite the specimen I've always maintained myself.
I'll be with Coach Carl in the hair department here soon. Not too far off.
It's hard to believe it's been here that long. Just seems like yesterday. Boy, it's a magnificent facility.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. So here we go, coming out of the injured player timeout. That player did walk off the field under his own power, so very thankful for that. Hopefully he's okay. I believe it was a cramp. It's so hot out there tonight. Here's Hall. He takes a snap. Ball. Brooks is in hot pursuit along with a couple of other Trojans. He gets this away, and that's going to be incomplete. Holy mackerel. Trevin Brooks, as soon as Hall took the snap, Trevin Brooks. And now Brooks is gimping off the field, and that is not a good sign for the Trojans. And now
I just hope he has a cramp.
It looks like that's what it is, and he will go down to the turf. We'll take another quick timeout and be back after this on Mix 99.3.
Brooks, as soon as Hawk took the snap, Trevin Brooks And now Brooks is gimping off the field, and that is not a good sign for the Trojans. And now
I just hope he has a cramp.
It looks like that's what it is, and he will go down to the turf. We'll take another quick timeout and be back after this on Mix 99.3.
Hello, this is Megan Martin, Banking Center Manager at First State Bank. Here at First State Bank, we have a wide variety of products that help you get one step closer to your dreams. To learn more about what we offer, visit our Portsmouth Banking Center located at 1110 Gay Street in Portsmouth, or visit our website at fsb4me.com. That's fsb4me.com. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply. People's Bank. The Real Estate Gallery. Against John Deere.
Christian Downey, Kirk Clifford here with you. Trevin Brooks is walking off the field under his own power, as we haven't seen a cramp the whole night in the last couple plays, Coach. We're starting to see him arise here.
I hope it's a cramp.
Yep. 21-7 your score. Portsmouth leads. 1:50 left in the third quarter, and it's 4th and 26 for West. Here's the put. Oh, I think it got.
I think
I think it did. Somebody got a fingertip on it.
Away from it.
And West is going to down it at their own 36-yard line. It didn't get completely blocked, but somebody got a hand on it.
Yes, they did.
As that thing just kept on spinning around, and Portsmouth's going to get this with great field position. And, Coach, if they can put some points on the board here, you don't want to say it's over, but it's certainly go a long way into
Yeah, they can put one here. That's going to force West going to start throwing football, and that's not their bread and butter. But at the same time, as soon as I say that, I'm going to tell you, Portsmouth's secondary coverage is not very good at a lot of times.
Yep.
They give up way too much. They don't know how to play zone coverage. They play straight man.
And this is a broken play. JT Williams, there's 2 flags on the play, and he gets tackled in the backfield. I'm not for sure what exactly happened right there, Coach.
Could have been a hold. Now we got a West guy down.
Yeah, we have another.
That is a cramp. He's got it in his.
It's a holding against the Trojans. It looked like maybe they had a miscommunication with the cadence.
I don't know who they could have called that hold on. I don't think Highland was close enough to get a hold on a defender, and you know what? They may have called that on the tackle.
Yeah.
On the right tackle, they may have. I don't want to, blame that young man for something, but I didn't see where the hold could have come from. And one thing is when you're playing offensive tackle and you're what they call the naked side, where there's no tight end next to you, you're easy to see. Especially when you're as big as that guy.
That West Senator did get up under his own power and jog to the sideline. So once again, we're very happy to see that. Pistol set for the Trojans on the Senator 40. This is a handoff to Highland up the gut, and he's going to take a Senator about 3 extra yards with him. And he's going to get a lot of that penalty yardage back. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Trojans lead at 21-7. Here on Labor Day weekend. 3rd and 11 for Portsmouth on the Senator 37-yard line. 60 seconds left here in the third quarter. 21-7 your score. And here come the Trojans now, lined up in the pistol formation. Highland is behind JT Williams.
They got the post pattern wide open.
And they're going to throw it. Here's Williams, fires one down the field. It's going to be, oh my gosh, it's caught. Caleb Johnson comes down with it. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Trojans. I don't know how in the world he caught that one, but he did.
Because he cramped up too. I saw him stretching before they got into their huddle. I thought, oh man, he's going to get one too. And he got it, but what a catch.
What a catch indeed by Caleb Johnson, the 6', 175-pound junior wide receiver. And now Portsmouth has it 1st and goal on the West 9, and they have moved through the Quality Heating and Air red zone, Route 52 in Sugar Grove.
I tell you what, Christian, maybe it's my roots, but you got a battering ram in backfield.
Yep.
You got those big hogs up front, and their smallest lineman's 230. So I just say it's time, big boy.
Here we go. First and goal from the 9. Portsmouth has it. I formation. Highland is the featured tailback. Handoff. Chase Highland, and he runs right into the teeth. Oh, he breaks free. There's Highland, and he cannot quite break free of Levi Picklesheimer, who saved the touchdown. Highland broke the initial contact of that West defensive line, and then he spun out of it. Picklesheimer chased him down, and that definitely, Coach, I would say, saved 6 points.
Yes, it did.
Levi Picklesheimer, the junior defensive back, actually made that a no-gainer. And that is actually going to be the last play of the third quarter. So 3 down, 1 more left, and the Trojans lead at 21-7 over the West Senators. Back with more high school football on Mix.
Levi Picklesheimer, the junior defensive back, actually made that a no-gainer. And that is actually going to be the last play of the third quarter. So 3 down, 1 more left, and the Trojans lead at 21-7 over the West Senators. Back with more high school football on Mix 99.3.
Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy in Lucasville, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, provides fast, friendly, and convenient service. Brandon and Sherry see to it that you won't have to wait long while your prescription is filled. Many immunizations are offered, as are med synchronizations, ensuring you are always stocked up on the medication you need. Open from 9 a.m. to 6:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Stop by Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy, located at 37C Lucasville Minford Road, right beside the country store. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play here at the Portsmouth Coliseum, where the Trojans lead at 21-7 over the West Senators. And right now, Portsmouth has it second and goal from the Senator 9. Christian Downey, Coach Kirk Clifford here with you. Shotgun set for PHS. Trips to the right near sideline. This is going to be a handoff to Highland. He's got some room. Highland cuts back inside. Highland dives for the end zone. He got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a run. Wow.
27-7. And the Trojans are starting to pull away.
Wow.
That was a great run.
You know, I watched that run, and I don't know that West did anything wrong on that play. I mean, they cut him off at the perimeter. They didn't let him get outside. And when you're running jet, you want to run to the your job is to run to the number.
Yeah.
And then go upfield. He didn't get anywhere near there. They forced him back. He just, wow.
He did.
I mean, that's just a really good run.
Looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Malachi Loper coming on to attempt the point after. Cam Williams will hold. It's a good snap, a good hold, and the kick by Loper is going to be good. Trojans lead at 28-7. You're listening to high school football on Mix 99.3.
To kick the extra point. Malachi Loper coming on to attempt the point after. Cam Williams will hold. It's a good snap, a good hold, and the kick by Loper is going to be good. Trojans lead at 28-7. You're listening to high school football on Mix 99.3.
There are a lot of comfort control companies out there, but none like Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Family owned and operated with a genuine concern for the community and the environment. Let Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling make sure that your
Chase Highland gives Portsmouth some more breathing room, 28-7. Your score, the Trojans lead it over the West Senators. Just started the fourth and final quarter of play. And, of course, there's been a change in score. Changes happen quickly, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Just right down the road from where we are sitting right now. So now, Coach, you said it. If Portsmouth scored a touchdown, West is going to have to air it out a little bit, and you're down.
They've got a quarter to make up a lot of ground.
West down by 3 possessions. Malachi Loper will kick this off, and we'll see how deep they want him to kick this. And it's going to be a pretty good kick. Parker tracking it inside the 5. He'll take it to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Parker looks like he might have a bit of something. He's going to be tackled just beyond the 25-yard line. That was a great kickoff by Loper. He kicked that almost to the goal line, Coach. Tracker, you can tell that Parker was not expecting for the kickoff to go all the way back inside the 5.
That was a great tackle. That was a big-time collision.
That's going to be 1st and 10 for West on their own 26. Just started the 4th quarter of play.
And they got Brooks back in the ball game. That's when you talk about the guts of the defense. That's him.
Portsmouth next week will go across the river and face off against the Greenup County Musketeers. So we'll go over more about that in the Memphis Telephone postgame show. Hand off to Parker, right side, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards.
Well, I'll tell you, Christian, I believe if West wants to go 3 to 4 yards at a time and run 15, 18 plays and score a touchdown to make it 28-14, Portsmouth is going to be looking at about 4 to 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah.
And they'll be perfectly content with that.
And looks like believe this is an official timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds on Mix 99.3.
Portsmouth is going to be looking at about 4 to 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah.
And they'll be perfectly content with that.
And it looks like I believe this is an official timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds on Mix 99.3.
Solomon Norman is a senior football player from West who is in the welding program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Solomon says he really enjoys attending the Scioto County CTC.
It's fun. I meet new friends.
Coming out of the official timeout, the West Senators trail 28-7 to the Portsmouth Trojans. 11.5 to go in the game, and right now West faces a 2nd and 7 at their own 29. As we are still in official timeout, making sure these players get the necessary hydration they need, as we've seen a lot of cramps tonight.
Well, that's just it's miserable when you're in this, it's miserable. And your adrenaline's what's keeping you going. It's a credit to both of these schools that they haven't had to take much more than a cramp time out 4 or 5 times. Then they're getting their guys back in the ball game. I think both coaching staffs have done a good job, getting their kids in shape. But I tell you what, you could be in the best shape of your life, Christian.
Yep.
But not the heat is well, you know what it is.
I formation, handoff to Bishop, and he's going to run right into a couple of Trojans, and he's going to try and break out of it, and for a second he did. And I'm going to give you a guess on who that was. Kingston Littlefield, again.
He's unbelievable.
He is.
I wonder if the coaching staff had any idea that Kingston was going to be the effective player that he's been, changing new position and everything.
He's been a menace tonight on defense. Under 11 minutes left in the game. 28-7 your score. Trojans lead. 3rd and 6 for West on their own 30. Shotgun set for the Senators. Here's Hall. He's going to take the snap, look to throw, punt, fakes, fires. It's going to be caught.
I don't know if he got that or not. Oh, they're giving it.
That's Gunnar Schonkweiler, the sophomore wide receiver. And are they going to? I think they're going to.
That's okay.
They're going to give it to him.
Coach Mayo's on the sideline calming the kids down, saying, "Hey, you know what? We'll get him in 3rd down and 8 or 9 every time. Maybe one of those passes will get dropped, popped up in the air, picked off, whatever."
Shotgun set here for the Senators. Here's Hall. He's going to take the snap. It's a handoff to Bishop, right side. Evades one tackler, and then he will get tackled. Trevin Brooks. Oh, there's a flag.
I think we got a hold out there on the perimeter on 41.
Let's see. No signal yet as to the officials are conversing about it.
You either got the call or you don't have the call.
Yeah. And Bruce Cobb, the Portsmouth coach, is talking to one of the officials about it. Are they going to... They might... I wonder if they... I don't know, Coach. We send to see what they call here. And here we go. It's going to be a face mask against the Trojans. And
that's interesting.
And a personal foul against the Trojans. So 2 penalties, both of them against the Trojans. Bruce Cobb wants a little bit of an explanation as
I
to.
would like to have a little explanation too.
He's not too thrilled. You know, Bruce is a very even-keeled guy. So to see him halfway out on the field, you know that he isn't pleased with something.
Man.
Well, so let's see where they mark this. Wes is going to get a huge gain out of these two penalties. They're going to go from their own 36 to the Portsmouth 45-yard line. Wow. So a 20-yard penalty.
You always kind of judge referees by, man, I didn't notice the referees tonight. Can't say that now.
1st and 10 for West on the Portsmouth 45. Down 28-7. Here's Hall. He wants to throw. Steps up. Still looking. Roll it to his right. Still looking. Pump fakes, and he's going to fire it incomplete out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Braden Atkins, but he just threw it in the dirt. Didn't want to risk it
Good
being an
coverage by the
interception.
Trojans that time. They really did a nice job.
2nd and 10 for West.
You know, one of the things Portsmouth may want to consider doing with Kingston Littlefield and Alex McKenzie is get those guys a half man removed from those big offensive tackles.
Yep.
Because right now, when your 160-pound defensive ends running into a 300-pound tackle, we ain't going to win that battle.
2nd and 10. Here's Hall. It's going to be a handoff to Bishop, and Bishop's going to be tackled immediately by a couple of Trojans. Trevin Brooks.
Boy, Trevin Brooks.
Along with, that was Jonathan Carter. Jonathan Carter, a 6'2", 255-pound junior.
Yeah, he's a good football
lineman.
player. He's got good feet for a big kid. He's a lean 255.
Yeah.
I like that kid. I think he's got a great future ahead of him.
28-7 your score. Portsmouth leads it over West. 9:20 left in the game. 3rd and 10 for the Senators on the Portsmouth 44-yard line. Shotgun set. Here's Hall. He wants to throw. Looking for a man. Fires at the middle. It's caught at the 40. And it's going to be a 4th and medium for the Senators. Trevin Brooks is right there again. Boy, that was a dangerous pass. He threw that into some traffic.
He sure did.
Time is still ticking. 4th and 4 for the Senators. 28-7 your score. Portsmouth leads.
It's the last thing Portsmouth wants to do is give up a big play. Make these guys earn their way down the football field and eat the time.
Shotgun set. Here's Hall. Takes a snap. Looks to
There's
throw.
a hold out there on the
He
perimeter.
fires and it's overthrown. He had Bishop open in the flat and he just couldn't connect. And West will turn over on downs. A good defensive stand by the Trojans.
You know, that's a tough job. It's tough on the quarterback.
Yep.
He's rolling to his left, and that's hard. He's just a first-year player. He threw a nice ball. It just wasn't on the money.
Yeah.
But, boy, I tell you what, he's played a pretty good ball game.
I was going to say, you can tell the way it came out of his hand and it went through the air. It was a good
Yeah.
ball. He just couldn't, just slightly
That's tough.
overthrown.
Get that rotation down. And, I mean, that's something that has to be practiced every single day.
Yeah. Well, now, Coach, I would think if you're Portsmouth, you're just going into milk the clock mode at this point. 8.5 to go, and you're up by 21.
Yeah, I think it's time to run the football.
High formation for the Trojans. And it's going to be a handoff to Highland. And oh my goodness, what a tackle that was. That's Tilton Rapp, who just blew that thing up before it really got started.
Yeah, our fullback did not get on him. It looked like they ran a little scheme with the offensive line where the offensive right guard kicked out a little bit on the defender, and our tackle came underneath. And I think what happened was that linebacker come right between them when they did that little full block scheme.
Tilton Rapp, a sophomore linebacker who blew that thing up. Good defensive play by Rapp that time. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans on their own 38-yard line. I formation again. Here's the handoff to Highland, and he's going to evade one tackler, and then he's going to avoid another one. There goes Chase Highland, and eventually he'll be tracked down by Eli Myers and a couple of other Senators. Micah Barnes along there with him.
How did he get out of that?
I don't know. Twice. Got out of it twice. 28-7 your score. 7.5 to go in the game. I formation this time for the Trojans again. And here's Williams. And he's going to take the snap. It's a handoff to the fullback, McKenzie, and he's going to be spun around near the 45 of West.
You know, Christian, last week against Valley, coaches and McKenzie bailed Portsmouth out. They ran about 3 or 4 quick traps right up the middle, and I think those guys end up combining for 58 yards rushing on 4 carries.
Wow.
While everybody was paying attention to Chase Highland, they sneaked that quick trap right up the middle, and those guys are tough guys, man.
You love those fullback traps, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's so quick?
Yep, it is. I formation again. And here's Williams under center. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to roll to his left.
He's wide open.
Here's Williams. Still, he's going to run it himself.
He's going to outrun him.
And Williams is going to slide. Oh, boy. That might be I think that might be a late hit, Coach. Williams was sliding, and one of the West defensive backs just came flying in and put the hammer down.
I don't know if it was did both throw? I didn't see the referee on the sideline throw the flag. The guy that threw the flag was way back. Oh, it's on.
That was against the Trojans. Okay.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it.
I don't think they ever signaled. We never got the signal what it was, but it was against the Trojans.
We haven't been getting the signals half the time.
So that's going to back Portsmouth up to the West 49, 2nd and 11 for the Trojans. 6 minutes left in the game. 28-7 your score. If the Trojans can hold on, they will go to 2-0 on the year. High formation. And this is going to be a passing play for Portsmouth. Williams fires. It's caught by Perry. And Perry will be pushed out of bounds.
That's a nice route. That was, he rolled out to the right side, but the receiver came from the left, and he found that nice opening in between the, just past linebacker depth and in front of the secondary. And, all night long when they've done that, Williams has been dumping it off underneath, and he's been getting pretty good yardage out of it. That time he was patient, waited till that guy cleared linebackers, and that was Perry made a nice catch.
And I was going to say some great yards after catch. I formation here for the Trojans. This is a handoff to Highland again. He's got a gap. There goes Highland to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Chase Highland dives to the pylon for a Trojan touchdown, 34-7, and that is probably going to do it.
I would hope so.
5:40 left in the game, and Chase Highland scores another touchdown and takes Portsmouth right through the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Route 52 in Sugar Grove, and that's a change in the score. And of course, changes happen quickly, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Malachi Loper comes on to attempt the point after. It's a high snap, good hold. The extra point by Loper is good. 5.5 to go in the game. Portsmouth leads it 35-7. You're listening to high school football on Mix 99.3.
It's a high snap, good hold. The extra point by Loper is good. 5.5 to go in the game. Portsmouth leads it 35-7. You're listening to high school football on Mix 99.3.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner. The Glockner family of dealerships. Collier Companies. Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing. Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply. People's Bank. And the Real Estate Gallery.
When you need limestone, contact the Conley River Terminal at 5150 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, right along US 52 near Sciotaville. The Conley River Terminal has stockpiled limestone, which makes a great base for driveways and patios. Stop in.
Chase Highland finds the end zone once again. It's 35-7 PHS over West. 5:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Christian Downey, Hall of Famer Coach Kirk Clifford alongside with you. Memphis Telephone, Memphis TV postgame show coming up after this. The kick by Loper, it's a deep one again. Taken at around the 9-yard line by Bishop to the 15, to the 20. Gets his way to the 25. Bishop weaves his way through the coverage to the 35-yard line. That was a good return by Anthony Bishop.
Yeah, you know what? That cat's got to be tired, too.
He took that at the 9-yard line. And
yeah, that's a good return. Looks like Portsmouth's getting some fresh bodies in there.
Yep. Got a little platoon swap, as they say, going in there. West will start off 1st and 10 on their own 35. 35-7 is your score. Portsmouth leads it, 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. West starters.
Portsmouth has 12 guys out there.
Yeah, you can see they're running a man off. And they are going to get him off in time. It was close. It's a fumbled snap. And I think Portsmouth recovered. They did. Portsmouth recovers the fumble, and that recovery is sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE.
Now it's a good time for Coach Colvin's staff to take a timeout.
Yep.
And say, okay, I need my JV football team up here on me. And tell the guys, you've been playing, get over there and drink a little water. If it had been me, I'd say, Coach, am I done yet?
As you said, Coach, Portsmouth does take a timeout. We'll keep things right here. 5.5 left in the game. Portsmouth leads at 35-7. 1st and 10 for the Trojans as they take over after that fumble recovery on the West 32-yard line. Well, Coach, it looked like in the first half that we were going to have a very close ball game, but give credit to the Trojans. They have kind of pulled away here in the second.
Portsmouth forced West into some mistakes.
Yep.
West made some on their own, but Portsmouth did a good job forcing mistakes, and they quit making the mistakes themselves. They cleaned it up. That's the best half I've seen in the last 2 weeks.
Going to be a good way to go into a long Labor Day weekend for the Portsmouth Trojans. So 5.5 to go in the game. 35-7 your score. Portsmouth leads it. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the West 32-yard line. And we do have a new quarterback in the game, Coach. It's Marquez Locklear.
Well, I'm telling you what now, this guy can spin it. I'm telling you. He can spin the ball.
Zion froze, the tailback behind him.
Horse is missing somebody.
Yep.
Somebody on the sideline isn't paying attention.
And boy, is Coach Cobb going to have to take another timeout? Boy, I tell you, even though you're a head coach, even though you got a big lead, I know, Coach, that's got to – you take 2 straight timeouts and you make an error like that coming out of a timeout, that's got to – it's probably got to grind your gears a little bit.
Oh, you don't know. I talked to Bruce Cobb today on the phone. I try to call him every Friday or Thursday night. He goes, how you doing, Coach? I said, well, I'm fine. I haven't had to take any Tums. I'm not sweating. I don't have any chest pains. I don't have to take enough Imodium, to stop me up for 5 days. So I'm good now. How are you, son?
Pistol set for the Trojans. Locklear at quarterback. And it's going to be just a handoff to Fro right off the gun. He's going to get a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Fro, a senior running back.
I know people saying, Portsmouth could be taking a knee. That's not fair. Those kids out there on both sides of the ball, I think West has quite a few different guys. It's hard to tell because jerseys don't get dirty anymore.
Right.
But those kids work during practice, and they get sacrificed and have to play scout squad all week long. Let them play a little bit.
Pistol set here for the Trojans. This is Locklear. And he'll take the snap, and it's going to be a passing play. He throws it out, incomplete. He was trying to get it out to one of his wide receivers, Braxton Carr, just out of the arm's reach of him. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Trojans.
I think Braxton's supposed to run kind of an out route on that, and I don't think he got out there quick enough.
So 3rd and 7 now for Portsmouth on the West 29. Trojans lead it 35-7. Shotgun set this time for PHS. And here's Locklear. And he'll take the snap, and it's going to be a keeper by Locklear, and he's going to try and go forward a little bit toward the 25.
A nice gain.
It'll be 4th and short for the Trojans. Fourth and 3. Portsmouth has it on the West 25. 35-7 your score. Memphis Telephone, Memphis TV postgame show coming up next. And we're going to have some games that are still ongoing, as a lot of games around the area tonight were pushed back to an 8 o'clock kickoff. And here's Locklear. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. That's Fro, and he'll be tackled at the 25. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Senator defense. And you wonder, Coach, if West will start to put their second string guys out there.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
3:53 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick timeout and be back after this on Mix 99.3.
I wonder, Coach, if West will start to put their second string guys out there.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
3:53 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick timeout and be back after this on Mix 99.3.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate.
Portsmouth has turned it over on downs on the West 25-yard line. Here come the Senators offense, trailing 35-7 with 3:50 left in the game. And it looks like now West has sent their second string guys out there. And this is a fumbled snap. And I can't tell who recovered it. I can't tell if West got back on it or if Portsmouth recovered. They're gonna say Portsmouth recovered. Another fumble by West, and Portsmouth recovers that fumble. And all recoveries are sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. Well, we had no turnovers at all in the game, and then we have 2 straight turnovers on 2 straight plays by West.
Yeah. I got an update here. Wheelersburg is down 34-3. I'm sure the people in Wheelersburg are going into some kind of a panic, but
when's the last time they've been over?
Well, my advice to them is, hey, you know what? If anybody can right the ship, it'll be Rob Woodward and his staff.
Yep, literally ride the ship.
They will. They will get it right.
Here's a handoff to Fro, and a good run by Fro across inside the Quaddy Air red zone around 52 in Sugar Grove. Tilton Rapp again made the tackle.
We got Fairland over Point Pleasant, 20-7. We just gave the Berg score. Ironton is now up 24-14 over Jackson. Chesapeake's all over Menford, 29-0. Cold Grove 6-0 on Waverly. Notre Dame's down 21-0. Thank you to Coach Randy Nelson for sending that up to us.
This is a keeper by Locklear, and Locklear's going to cut back inside. He's got some room. Marquez Locklear finds Pater. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think we're going to hear this kid's name next year a lot.
41-7 on a run by Locklear.
I'll tell you what, Christian, I never thought this would happen. I thought this game would go down in the fourth quarter. But, Portsmouth played awfully well the second half of this game.
Yeah, they did.
Offensively and defensively. They did a nice job. They got out of that man-to-man they've been getting burned on a regular basis and started playing a little more zone with man-to-man underneath, zone deep. I think as soon as Portsmouth can clean up a few things on their special teams, I think they're going to be just fine.
And speaking of special teams, that extra point by Loper just got blocked. Nevertheless, Portsmouth leads at 41-7. You're listening to High School Football on Mix 99.3.
I think as soon as Portsmouth can clean up a few things on their special teams, I think they're going to be just fine.
Speaking of special teams, that extra point by Loper just got blocked. Nevertheless, Portsmouth leads at 41-7. You're listening to High School Football on Mix 99.3.
The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Credit issues? No problem. Glockner Auto Credit will finance your future, not your past. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy.
The D.W. Swift Funeral Homes. Swift Funeral Homes in New Boston, Sciotoville, Wheelersburg, and South Webster are enthusiastic supporters of the youth of our area. The D.W. Swift Funeral Homes wish all the
Portsmouth Trojans are finding a home in the end zone tonight. They score again, making it 41-7. 2.5 to go in the game. And now Looper will kick this away. It's going to be a line drive kick taken at around the 8-yard line. And was that, they're going to say it was not, or was that, I can't tell if they say that was touched or not.
I don't think it was.
Okay, they're going to say that it was not touched, that it will be a touchback for West. I was going to say that was awfully, that could have been not very good for the Senators if that would have been touched.
We've talked about the things that Portsmouth's done. I feel for Coach Todd Gill and his staff right now. West was expecting to have an outstanding season.
Yep.
They had a bunch of guys back up front. They had those two stud running backs coming back. And now here they are, have scored 7 points in 2 games and given up over 80 points. They got to be reeling a little bit.
Carter Kaiser in at quarterback for West. And this is a handoff on the end around to Mason Bodmer. And, oh, boy, he's going to get blown up in the backfield. My goodness.
Nice job by Jacob Tidd. Jacob stepped up tonight, made a few good plays for the Trojans.
Yes, he has.
And, it's always good when you can get guys that are not frontline players that can step in and contribute.
No gainer on that run by Bodmer. Even though the Trojans have a big league coach, the coaches beside us, they aren't happy. I formation again. This is a handoff to the fullback, and there's a flag on the play. That time it was Tilton Rapp on the carry. And a flag comes flying in from the secondary. And we'll see what this might be.
I'll guarantee you they're going to talk about it.
It's going to be a
illegal substitution.
Yep, illegal substitution. Yep, against the Trojans.
I didn't think they could do that on defense when the guy ran off the field, got off on time. I'm serious. I thought that guy was off the field before the ball was snapped.
Yeah.
That guy in the secondary hadn't had much action tonight. His elbow was getting a little stiff.
First and 10 for West on their own 36, down 41-7 with 1:10 left. This is a handoff on the end around. And this is a good run this time by West. That's Braden Atkins. And he's got a lot of room. Braden Atkins gets through that Portsmouth secondary inside the Trojan 30. Well, what a run that run by Atkins.
Nice run. He broke a lot of arm tackles.
Yes, he did.
That's an impressive run by that young man.
Yes, he did. Time is ticking, 45 seconds left, and I would say, Coach, this is probably going to be the last play of the game. 35 seconds. Portsmouth leads it 41-7. This is a handoff right side to Bodmer, and Bodmer's going to get, he's going to break through some arm tackles again and get near the 25. And I would say that is probably going to be the last play of the game.
Well, there's no sense with 18 seconds. There's no sense in risking an injury.
Yeah.
So they're doing the right thing.
Yep.
They know the game's over. So let's see, everybody's healthy. Let's get out of here and get ready for next week.
That'll do it. The Portsmouth Trojans start off the year 2-0. They defeat the West Senators tonight 41-7. The Memphis Telephone Memphis TV postgame show coming up next on Mix 99.3.
So let's see, everybody's healthy. Let's get out of here and get ready for next week.
That'll do it. The Portsmouth Trojans start off the year 2-0. They defeat the West Senators tonight 41-7. The Memphis Telephone Memphis TV.
The top brand, Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Credit issues? No problem. Glockner Auto Credit will finance your future, not your past. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy.
The D.W. Swick Funeral Homes, with funeral homes in New Boston, Sciotoville, Wheelersburg, and South Webster, are enthusiastic supporters of the youth of our area. The D.W. Swick Funeral Homes wish all the student-athletes the best of luck in every game throughout the season. And when a loved one passes, the D.W. Swick Funeral Homes are always a friend indeed in the time of need. With a phone call, no matter the hour, to the Swick Funeral Homes at 740-456-4133.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Since 1937, the McKinley Funeral Home has been there for families. Their comfort and understanding, and the McKinley Funeral Home will continue to serve area families with a commitment even deeper than before. Call the McKinley Funeral Home and talk with...
Welcome back here to the Coliseum here at Portsmouth High School, where the Portsmouth Trojans have came away with a victory to improve to 2-0 on the year with a 41-7 victory over the West Senators. I'm Christian Downey with Kirk Clifford tonight, and it's now time for the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. For over 100 years, the Memphis Telephone Company has proudly served the area with its communications needs. Today, the Memphis Telephone Company provides fiber-fast internet, TV, and telephone services on the area's only locally owned fiber optic network.
Thank you.
Call the Memphis Telephone Company at 740-820-2151 and talk to a real live and local person, or you can visit their website at falcon1.net for more information. Fast fiber, local, the way it should be, the Memphis Telephone Company. Well, Coach, what a game it was. At the halftime break, it was 14-7, and then from that point, Portsmouth went on a 27-0 run in the second half to make it a 41-7 game. And boy, what a second half they played tonight.
I think that that's as fine a half as football as I saw them play at any time last year.
Yeah.
And this year so far in just the two games they played. Minimal mistakes in the second half. What mistakes they made, they stayed patient and recuperated, so to speak, from that mistake. They flew to the ball defensively. Portsmouth's defense is fast.
Yes.
They're fast. And if you let them play fast, they cause problems.
And we'll take a look at the turnover report, a service of the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. It is in time you turn your insurance needs over to Barrett Murphy. You can call Dan Cassidy, 353-3121. 3 turnovers tonight, Coach. An interception by West and 2 fumbles by the Senators as well. So 3 turnovers in this game tonight. We'll take another break here in the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule and give away some awards. That's next on the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show right here on Mix 99.3.
The Senators as well. So 3 turnovers in this game tonight. We'll take another break here in the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule and give away some awards. That's next on the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show right here on Mix 99.3.
Midford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Midford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
Be listening to high school sports all season long. Presented by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Appalachian Marketing Media, the Counseling Center, Ron Wright Auto Sales, First State Bank, Midford IGA, West Side IGA, and West Side Hardware.
Don't spend thousands of dollars on marketing that doesn't work. Appalachian Marketing Media can grow your business with targeted marketing strategies, tactics, and resources that actually do work. Appalachian Marketing Media sells market-friendly websites that are designed to convert traffic into clients. Appalachian Marketing Media provides superior customer service and will quickly respond to any of your website needs. With packages starting at $2,000, contact Appalachian Marketing Media on Facebook and learn more on their website.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Floor BWXT Portsmouth. We want to wish all the schools good luck on a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we've been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all of the employees at Floor BWXT, I'd like to wish all of the teams in the 4-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and have been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Why is Southern Ohio Medical Center Urology Associates the perfect choice for you? It starts with the expert care of board-certified urologist Dr. Stephen Willems, followed by a variety of procedures offered right in the office, which means no hospital stay and a quicker recovery.
All right, welcome back here to Trojan Coliseum tonight, where the Portsmouth Trojans are victorious over the West Senators 41-7. Alongside Coach Kirk Clifford, Christian Downey here with you. You're listening to the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. It's now time to take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule. It's the Glottner Family Dealerships glance toward the future. We know that you sometimes can't make it out to the game, but just as Glottner makes the car buying process easy, the WNXT and WZZZ sports teams make listening to high school sports easy. When buying vehicles in your future, visit the Glottner Family Dealerships. Glottner Chevrolet, GMC, Glottner Honda Toyota, Glottner Chevrolet GMC in Ironton, Glottner Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram in Ashland and Portsmouth, Glottner Ford in South Point, and Glottner Auto Credit with 6 locations throughout the tri-state area: Portsmouth, South Point, Waverly, Jackson, Chillicothe, and Ashland. And you can also visit them at Glockner.com. Next week, week number 3 of Ohio High School football already on the 6th of September, a game that will be played right here on Mix 99.3. The Jackson Ironmen will travel to Wheelersburg to take on the Pirates, a game that will be played on 107.5 The Breeze. The Valley Indians will take on the Piketon Red Streaks in Piketon. And, Coach, a game that you and Chuck Greenslate will be at, these Portsmouth Trojans will go across the river to take on the Greenup County Musketeers. So that should be a good one over there. We'll take one more break here in the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. When we return, we'll give away some awards. That's next on Mix 99.3.
And, Coach, a game that you and Chuck Greenslate will be at, these Portsmouth Trojans will go across the river to take on your Greenup County Musketeers. So that should be a good one over there. We'll take one more break here in the Memphis Telephone Company postgame show. When we return, We'll give away some awards. That's next on Mix 99.3.
Family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new.
Back here one final time tonight where the Portsmouth Trojans improved to 2-0 to start the season with a 41-7 victory over the West Senators. It's now time to give away some awards this evening. We'll start with the Gamps John Deere Outstanding Run of the Game, with the winner receiving a certificate for a T-shirt from Gamps John Deere Route 140 in Slocum. And, Coach, I don't think there's any doubt in this. Chase Highland, what a night he had tonight.
Wow. The runs he made, I mean, we didn't see any 40 or 50 yarders, but what we saw was yards gained after contact.
Yeah.
We saw cuts, guys stopping on a dime and leaving a guy 9 cents change. That's some remarkable things that just sit here and you go, wow. I mean, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's one, anybody can run through a gigantic hole. Mm-hmm. But the thing that separates the great backs from other backs is the guys that make something out of nothing. And, he had a couple of times on the perimeter. It was just an outstanding effort by that young man.
The Portsmouth Block, Big Block of the Game, is brought to you by Portsmouth Block at 2700 Gallia Street and Portsmouth Building Supply at 1740 Gallia Street. Both of those are in Portsmouth. And, Coach, we decided to go with a wide receiver tonight, Lathan Bradley. Not only did he throw some big blocks on the perimeter, he also caught a touchdown pass, which really is kind of what started what gave Portsmouth some breathing room in the second half.
Well, the one thing that impressed me about that young man is something that you don't see very often in high school football. Williams broke a long run.
Yeah.
And he did a heck of a job. JT just made some good moves, got out, made a 45-yard gain. And Lathan could have blocked down there on the defender, but rather than risk a hold or rather than risk a clip or a block in the back, he pulled his hands back and backed away and let the referee know that I'm not going to touch this guy.
Yeah.
And that is worth every bit as much as a guy that gets a physical.
Yes.
That was smart heads up football.
It's time to name the Monroe's Framing Collision Big Collision of the Game. The winner receives a T-shirt designating him as the big hitter of the game, courtesy of Kevin Monroe. And, boy, this guy, he was an absolute menace on the defense for the Trojans tonight, Trevin Brooks.
Oh, man, Trev. He's a stud.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's a stud. He's the heart and soul of that defense. When he's out, they're not as effective defensively. We saw that tonight. And I think as the season goes, once the dings start turning into gongs, so to speak.
Yep.
And he needs a blow now and then. They're going to have to get him out on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But he can't. They can afford to let Trevin come out of the game defensively.
And lastly, but certainly not least, the Roger Snuffy Player of the Game is presented by Collier Companies in honor of longtime area sports broadcasters Roger Gray and Jim Snuffy Smith. Collier Companies is located on Collier Corner at 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg. It consists of Collier Construction, Collier Leasing, Collier Safety Services, and the Collier Medical Primary Care Clinic, which is now accepting all major insurances and new patients. Also, besides presenting the Roger and Snuffy Player of the Game, Colliers will also provide a $50 gift card from the Cider River to any defender who forces a safety. Fortunately, we did not have a safety tonight, so we will save the gift card for another day. However, we do have a player of the game. And, Coach, we decided to go with Kingston Littlefield, who was just all over the place on defense tonight, and it seemed like we were calling his name every play on defense.
On the plays that he didn't make tackles, he was turning it in and letting somebody else mop up to make the tackle. He didn't get beat on the perimeter, which is a cardinal sin. He kept the quarterback that was rolling out in the pocket. he just did a lot of little intangibles that normal people don't see, and he did it very well. That's 2 weeks in a row that young man's done that. I've been thoroughly impressed by that guy. He, the old saying, that guy plays like his hair's on fire.
Yeah.
And he doesn't slow down. And last year he played defensive back. He was a first-year player and had trouble adjusting to, because you just want to take off and get aggressive.
Yeah.
You can't do that all the time in the secondary. And they had to find a place for him, so they put him on the defensive line. And boy, has he found a home.
Yes, he has. Absolutely so. And that'll do it from us tonight. From the Coliseum here in Portsmouth, the Portsmouth Trojans start off the year undefeated, 2-0. They are victorious tonight over West, 41-7. From our studio engineer back at the station, Greg Tackett. Greg, thank you so much. Coach, it's always a pleasure, and we'll have to do it again.
We will. We'll get together, old buddy.
I'm Christian Downey tonight. So long, everyone.